Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. I apologize for not starting the commentary earlier. I was eating pizza. This is the Majora's Mask You'd think the amount of times I've said this, I'd get it right one day. Majora's Mask Randomizer Standard Weekly Race. This is the final weekend of weekly races before the qualifiers start for Season 6, next Saturday. It is indeed a good morning. Well, for some of you, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon for me, but whatever. I am Shannon Bread. I am the restreamer for today's race. Just double checking the screens. And I'm the restreamer. I'm one of your trackers and the seed roller for today's lovely race. In the commentary booth with me, I have the three lovely people. One of them is just running a little bit behind, but we've got Captain MD13, we've got Sky Goro, and Fifth Whammy, and it's Fifth Whammy's first commentary, and he gets to do a Shanseed. Congrats, Fifth.
What a gift. What a gift.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh, it is. And of course, our, the two other lovely trackers, because I'm not lovely. I'm evil. We have Chloe and Gigi. Thank you all for joining today. And of course, our four lovely racers, Pojo, Lone Wolf, Dat Losset, Bucky, and Nasho. I'm going to go set the runners off and leave it up to the commentators, and I will see you guys in a little bit.
Certainly. All right. Well, folks, yes, welcome aboard. Fifth, welcome to the booth for our commentary today. Despite what Shan may have said, we have a blast on these commentaries. It's why we're here. It's why I love calling MMR. And we have Sky Goro joining us. Welcome aboard.
Yo, I just woke up, so I will be a little bit out of it, but I am excited to see the Season 6 settings. Hopefully, I'll be able to run tomorrow. So, looking forward to that.
Yeah, I do have the Season 6 settings doc up. And so, Fifth, before we go over that, do you have any particular hopes and dreams for the seed today?
I'd like to see a couple always hints come up. That's always interesting to see those come up, especially since we've got some new ones in the pool. We've got the four great fairies. We've got Andrew and Cafe. This is the last Saturday weekly before quals start, so I think our runners would appreciate the practice today.
Very, very good. Very good. For Season 6, now I haven't had a chance to look over this rules doc until today. I've been kind of out of the loop for the last month or so, since the Chaotical Majora experimentals. But yeah, so the way hints are handled, for those who have not gotten the story on that before, instead of WOTH, we now have areas with an importance count, which indicates how many important items they have, and they're also technically way of the hero. We start with Giant's Mask right off the bat. There's 2 extra priority always hints in the pool because of, as you mentioned earlier, Fifth. And we are just ready to get going. Here we go.
Yes, we do know there is a purple rupee on the Clock Tower ledge today. We could see some folks grab that. It does offer a fair bit of flexibility in the early game.
Also,
Everybody gets it.
something to be known about the new hints, the importance count, is they'll always have at least a 2-star item in there. Now, figuring out, depending on the item count, which one is the 2-star item is the fun. But we'll see,
Indeed. All right, so we're starting things off. Looks like the bomb shop has nothing. We got a free hook shot in the tree. Cafe only had shoes.
Yeah, that tingle's now on logic. And you have money to pay for them.
Yes, it looks like Cafe only had shoes and a red rupee. Nothing too crazy about that. We also start with Epona, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 of our runners going west with their 50 rupees. We see Dat making 5.
Also, for those that are joining us, we do have 2 song checks that are turned off now. We have Baby Goron is now off, replaced by Elder Goron. And we also have Romani's song that is off. But the keg might still be needed for 3 ranch cows that have been turned on now.
Indeed.
Yeah, North Locktown Tingle has 2 exciting gifts for us, an empty bottle and FD.
FD unfortunately,
Unfortunately, we do not this isn't mystery, so we don't have a chance of that being Big Man anywhere. That's
Unfortunate.
okay,
FD before remains, you love to see it.
Great Fairy Mask. That could be needed.
Softgrass Grotto, I believe.
Indeed. Now, yeah, the reason for that is because we have several stray fairies in all 4 of the temples that are in the pool, especially Stone Tower. West Clocktown, I couldn't read the rest of that. West Clocktown has a single important item.
I mean, that's
a very
good.
valuable hint if you find the important item early, because you can eliminate Bank, you can eliminate Camaro's Mask, you could eliminate All Knight's Mask purchase too.
Yep.
Indeed. You can either rule it out or you can rule it in. All right, hints coming up. Butler is dead. Beavers is dead. Oh.
Romani Ranch has 1. Mountain Village has 1 important song.
So now, is that considered foolish except for the song, or?
Yeah, I'd say foolish with the coloring kind of being red.
So Mountain Village is essentially foolish except for Elder Goron. Pretty foolish.
So that means there's only a 2-star song hard required.
Yeah. Some variants are in our openers. Bucky went for Observatory. Pojo and Nasho more interested in the P-Hat.
Yes, Dak got a Keaton mask from the North Clocktown Ferry reward, so he's going to check this for 1 free item. And what does our observatory hint tell us? It tells us North Clocktown has 3 items, and the P-Hat had a wallet.
You take the money this early. You take the money.
Well, the North Clocktown bottle and FD count as 2.
Hook was right there, Articuma.
Hook is 3. Hook is 3. So North Clocktown is solved, I believe.
Well, FD doesn't really do anything for logic, right? So,
yes, however, I believe it still does count.
Oh, does it? Okay.
It can be used as a twin item.
We come standard with giants, though.
Even so, it's still only 1 star. I was wondering that myself, but
Fair
it turns
enough.
out in practice, the spoiler logs do still give it 1 star.
Okay, so yeah, we found, what was it? Hook, FD, and what was the third item?
A bottle.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about North Clocktown anymore.
Oh, that was a blown wath if I've ever seen one.
Well, there's some value. You don't have to worry about Deku Playground. Bomber's Hide and Seek can be safely considered dead. There's some time to be had there.
Alright, I've never seen this check that Nasho's doing. I don't know what this is, but it looks fun.
Yeah, can't neglect your Gorman race with an opponent start.
I can.
Now, the $1 million question I have is, because we can see it on our screens, how fast is Pojo's logo going to change today?
From happy into angry?
Yeah, because we saw it change twice in one of the Chaotical Majora practices.
Oh, that's a bottle of gold dust in Madame Aroma in office.
Ooh, gold dust is pretty nice, except it's not going to be useful in Mountain Village. So it's literally just a cash grab.
It is a cash grab. P-Hat did have a wallet. So if you do P-Hat and grab that gold dust, that's an extra 200 rupees.
Graveyard has a song.
So I think Elder Goron's like multi-location, right? Or is it just considered Mountain Village?
So Elder Goron can be 2 spots.
Yeah.
So Mountain Village, Twin Islands.
Yeah, Village or Twin Islands.
So Village, Song. Okay. Yeah, so that's Elder Goron. Oh, Seahorse
is magic. Wow.
I'm
Seahorse
sorry.
Is required for magic.
I'm sorry, what?
Just do magic lock checks.
That's a first.
Yeah, and all we would need is Zora. Zora, a bottle, and Picto. We would need
Oh,
Picto.
so what you're saying is we have to do seahorses without magic.
Yes, we do.
Speaking of bottles, for those that don't know, we do have eggs on, but they have a chance of being a fairy, and a fairy has a chance of being an egg. So it's rather interesting. What is that? Bomb bag on the tree.
Okay. Very useful.
Yeah, Bucky the first to night 1 on Restream. Guru just having a piece of heart.
All right, unfortunately, Bucky not picking up that wallet right away. Pojo's going to go check in with room key.
And some people say we're just another player in this game for 2, you know?
I think Bank 1 was a huge rupee?
Yeah, Bank 1 was a silver.
Oh, silver,
And I
okay.
think Postman, did Postman have a silver on his head? I didn't get a good
Nope.
look. He just ran past the bank.
I couldn't see him as he ran past the bank either.
Too fast.
That's the postman for you.
Yeah. Bucky doing Postman's game, trying to root out that West Clocktown importance.
Looks like 2 frames too late. Where do we... Remind me again, we got Great Fairy in South Termina Field. That's right. Yeah,
Yep.
we might need that. The game handed that to us right away, so I'm suspicious of that immediately.
Yeah, there
Also,
is one partial stray in Snow Temple that can logically require it.
Yes. We did have... it wasn't an issue in Chaotical Majora, but it was... that was a case in Chaotical Majora as well.
We also need to mention to our fans that we have Frog Mask on. Frog Mask could be very required.
Yes, the frog...
Could definitely be a
individual
2-star item.
Yes, the frog checks can be required. The frog choir itself is force junk.
Yep.
Yeah. That loss had kindly doubled in front of Postman, and I believe that is a piece of heart on Postman's freedom.
Indeed it is. Now I think Pojo is going to get the Pojo's going to get the hint in a minute. It was at the Milk Road. No, Milk Road said North Clocktown had a ton of stuff. It was South Road to Swamp Hint that mentioned the required magic, I think.
Yeah,
No, it was heading towards. It was with one of the west hints, heading towards Dodongo.
Yes. I'm
Yes.
still looking
Wallet
forward
was
to the reaction
on-
for that.
Yeah, chat, Wallet was on P-Hat. Which
Yes, it was.
Pojo did, Nasha did, Dan and Bucky did not do it. Bit of a shame because of that bottle of gold dust.
Yeah, Bank 2 is already in play as a result, which could be part of our required West Clocktown item.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the required West Clocktown item yet. It could be Bank 2,
We
it could
haven't.
be Bank 3, it could be Camaro, it could be A&M purchase. I think those are the possibilities.
Yeah. West Clocktown is unfortunately terrible.
Yeah,
There
can
it
either
is.
be-
For Bucky.
Bucky needed to double take that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the conundrum the runners are going to face is when do you do seahorses? I mean, the good news is
Also-
we have the hook shot.
More
so it should be
importantly,
possible to get that done with eggs in the same cycle if you need to.
more importantly, where's our Picto box? Day 1 Ocean Spider House is dead.
I swear, if our pick the box is on all night's mass purchase, I will laugh. I will laugh very hard.
Oh, that would be great. Ooh, we got Mario Kart Stadium here. Love this. This is one of my favorite tracks in 8.
Maybe Pojo sees the second hint here. He'll find the second magic hint. And then we'll see the Yoshi. possibly not be happy.
Yeah. Pojo on day 3, wasting no time, wanting to root out that Romani Ranch waff.
It's probably it's two things. It's the Ranch Waff, and Skull Kid does have a song.
Yep.
So there is merit to the madness. There's method to the madness of just rushing night 3 and trying to get that song early. What was that Snowhead hint from Bucky? Let me take another look at that. Graveyard. We already knew that. All right. Dampe is dead. Oh.
3 always
Hey,
hints
it's okay.
left.
Ocean Fairy's dead.
2 always hints left.
All right. Dad's seeing the North Clocktown triple hint. Oh, yeah.
God, I
Dampe
just
is...
yeah.
Dampe is
sorry.
dead in a foolish graveyard. Thanks, game. Yeah.
I love our redundant hints. They're part of ZSR.
All right, and the final hint up here is Ocean Spider House Day 1 again, and it's a standard milk fill-up. It's not a bottle.
We got a
Should be
large chest
noted.
here on the racetrack.
A large logical chest for Gibdo.
That could be
Oh.
2-star. That could be
Yeah.
2-star.
That could be very easily be 2-star.
It'd be tough to, yeah. I mean, if I don't think it could be 1-star because then you wouldn't have a 1-count importance hint. So
All right.
that might well be a 2-star Gibdo.
Road to Icona Pillar had Sniffa. Not going to really do us much good since we already have a access to a wallet. So yeah, Pojo's going
Those 2 items and bombs. Icona access is on the table, and you can have bombs. And I mean, it's a shame Graveyard's foolish. That's a case against heading east early, but the possibility's there.
Yeah, actually, we're not too far away from, like, if we get an Ocean Title Deed and Zora Mask, we could turn that in.
Yeah.
Now that'd be funny. But now, going back to Magic for a second, now we have a $1 million rupee question here. Where's Picto Box? Because at the rate we're going, that's going unhinted.
Yeah, I think we only have 1 waff left in West Clocktown, and it is kind of a waff besides the importance count since it's count 1.
Yes, Nasho, take another look. If I had to be realistic, as funny as it would be if Picto was somewhere dastardly, I think more than likely Picto's actually just chilling on Bank 2 or something.
Yeah. It could be, but like, we want content to our viewers. Sometimes these seeds could be really short due to the nature of them. So
Pocho closing in on Bank 2.
shut up, Shan. I just woke up. I hate you.
Alright, so Bucky has saved Blast Mass Lady. So we're going to see what Big Bomb Bag is. Perfectly within his budget right now. Yeah, about that, Pojo. Seahorses has your magic.
Come on. The Yoshi. Remember the Yoshi?
I think Pojo's... Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
never mind.
Alright, we can take Big Bomb back off the table. Just Banks, Camaro Mask, and A&M purchase.
Okay. Alright, Dad's going to check Fish Heart piece.
Fishwath? Kappa?
Yeah.
If only.
Yeah, 3 of our runners over 300 in the bank right now. Just 1
Chloe.
wallet deposit away.
Yeah. Alright. Here's the gold dust turn in. Unfortunately, no wallet for Bucky, so not going to get the most out of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, kind of just drops a silver rupee onto the floor. Great Bay Tingle, in the meantime, has the Chateau bottle. You know, extra
Bunch of
bottles,
bottles.
actually, extra bottles not necessarily a bad thing for a change.
I would honestly scoop up a fairy to get knowledge right now. I know it would take up one of your bottles, but I assume people aren't going to stay on first cycle. Oh! Okay.
There it is.
There's
Door
your
Yeah, that's
reward
our
item.
Q-star.
Yeah,
Okay.
that checks, honestly, because the wallet was very early.
Yeah, 20 minutes and our importance counts are spent. There's some
All right.
bonus knowledge. No need for Bank 3, no need for A&M purchase. Yeah, but it does mean that wallet on P-Hat was logically important, perhaps required.
Not only that, it means have fun basically full clearing nearly the entire world looking for your Picto box for magic.
Yeah, so this is where the burnt hints early kind of, I wouldn't say hurts, but maybe it does. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, the advantage here is that West Hawktown and Romani Ranch do eliminate some incidental side quest items. No lemons today, no dog race today, no Bank 3 today, no Camaro's Mask today. Yeah, the rest of the seed outside of those regions pretty much wide open.
Yeah, except the north. We don't have a bow yet.
Well, we have open to west. East is available right now. Not very many checks, but it is available.
Well, watch me jinx it and when I told you earlier about the ocean title deed. Because that's all we're missing to turn that sucker in.
Stumpy? You take those?
Ranger Sword is Stumpy.
Yeah, we have FD before remains. The bosses are going to be a cakewalk.
I forgot about FD. I was hoping for 40 crouch stabs, but I forgot.
Unless, of course, you're expected to like get a Picto in a dungeon.
Yeah, offensively, our runners are going to be in good shape. Razor on Stumpy, FD on Tingle.
We
still
could
low on Hearthstone.
We could almost check eggs. Matter of fact, I would do that. We might be able to get our eggs done fairly quick, depending on where they're at. Pojo's almost at end cycle, so I would almost do it right now to get the knowledge.
Because you have Hook and Zora, that's really all you need. And you have Hook as well, but I don't know if Hook is able to allow you to be able to check anything that's guarded by bees.
No, you at least need a projectile. Okay. Oh, eggs are eggs.
Oh.
Bees?
Yeah, vanilla egg.
I can't do it like Captain can do it. I don't know. We've known each other for so years.
We need a bow or Deku and magic for the bees, and well, magic's on seahorses.
So yeah, about that. Yeah, so I don't know. I still think at least Fortress Exterior is a good choice.
Yeah.
Because it's three virtually free checks. Now, Dad, on the other hand, is going to take it looks like everybody else is kind of milking first cycle a little harder. They're going to take the red potion to free Kome, or to rescue Kome.
Yeah, if Mystery Woods has that Picto, this could pay off big for the runners.
Bean of the couples, not required.
Yeah, so that should tell our audience that Andrew and Cafe is very much on this season.
We've only got one always hint and one foolish hint left.
Yes. We're going to get another hint from Zora Cape in a second here. I hope. Now, Dad is missing bombs, so can't check Cape Grotto yet.
Yep. Repeat.
Pojo closing out cycle 1 at a blistering 21 minutes.
Yeah, and is going to be able to pick up the song courtesy of Zora Fins. Bombs can also work, but it's kind of an edge case. Also Hook, you know.
Looks like Lullaby or one. Yeah. Oh, Goron.
Goron in Cape.
Goron
yeah.
and Cape, wow.
Oh, that's not even Zora locked. Yeah, it does seem like the Great Bay Area is generally a good stop to be. I mean, given what we know now, especially. Goron, although Goron by itself, actually, it gives us access to sewers. So yeah, it further solidifying the and hey, maybe just go west, chase that Zora.
Yeah.
Goron Lullaby, the Skull Kid song today.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, that song doesn't really do us any good right now. Just because we're missing out on, we just need a bow, and then that can do us the bow and Picto for magic, and then that can do us some good. Yeah, that is. I think we're looking at a very late magic today. Still,
It all
both.
depends on that Picto.
Yeah, it seems like Pojo managed to make very good use of that first cycle. Still able to get Zora early. I believe, is Pojo packing bombs as well, or was that in, where were bombs again? South
Red
Clock.
Southern
South.
Swamp, which
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure Pojo visited.
I don't think he did either. Dad, meanwhile, just picked up a stone mask in the Cape Sunken Chest, which is perfect, actually, if you're going to be dipping into Pirate's Fortress soon.
Well, everybody's going to be visiting Interior thanks to eggs. Stone Mask, a nice thing to have. Also pre-Deku Palace, too. Lots of value in that mask.
All right, Pojo going straight for night 1.
Yeah,
Pojo is also
to skip. I think he did not do Old Lady.
He did not, because he rushed Day 3 Ranch, essentially, which, to be fair, has resulted in a Gibdo mask.
Also, Pojo did not go Cape with Zora, so doesn't have Goron yet.
I can't imagine after doing the Day 2 Woods checks that he's going to stay away from it too long, because the game is kind of screaming to go in this direction. Oh, Evan just gave us a captain's hat.
Captain's on Evan, and Iconic Graveyard is foolish except for the song.
Yeah, we probably need that.
I lost it inverting in response. Perhaps Stat is interested in taking care of that Captain's hat on night 1.
Very likely. That is a red rupee in Lulu's room.
So if we need Mountain titled it's not for that.
But yeah, as chat points out, that Graveyard song is live here, so...
Yep. Sure is.
We're also going to get the Transformation Fairy reward here. Actually, it just hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Bottles were accessible in 2 different locations. So...
They were, yes.
Does that rule that out as a North Clocktown important item?
No, it would still be 1 star, right?
Right,
I
1
believe
star.
So, yes.
I forgot 1 star, especially since eggs are required. Yeah, that checks. Yeah, it's gonna take me a little. It's gonna take me a little getting used to not like explicit wath and whatnot.
Important Stout definitely takes some getting used to. When I've run season 6 seeds, there's usually a moment where I look over what I did after the seed, and I realized, wow, I could have gotten some value out of that IC hint, but it just, slipped past me at the time.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is? Ooh, I didn't even realize that Great Spin was in Milk Road Tingle.
Not a bad investment. You don't
yeah, I
need
mean-
any more rupees. You have Bank 2 done. But
for the
Pojo
last-
opting to save time instead.
Yeah, for the last few years, I've known MMR to have WAF, so just as somebody who's been observing from the sidelines, it's a very big change of pace to go to importance.
It's probably one of the most impactful changes in these settings. Now, the extra information they offer, I think, varies from seed to seed, how useful and potent that is, but it can certainly be valuable.
All right, unfortunately, Pojo is going through Swamp with only 3 hearts, so not exactly a comfortable trek. Oh, that looks important.
Answer your question in chat. So, there's 2.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
It's basically a decision to just shake up the standard, and try something new. Importance count. It's an interesting setting, and it does give you a lot of information. So, yeah.
All right, Bucky's going to be getting this wallet a little bit too late. There is the other magic hint in front of Graveyard. Yeah,
Bucky did manage to get very close to Bank 2 even without that wallet, so should be smooth sailing to the rest of it now.
That is very true. Rupees haven't necessarily been at a premium so far this seed, especially with the early gold dust. That looked like a small gilded on Kita.
Yeah.
All right, just enough time to squeeze into night 1 for Dat. Oh, yeah, that's right. Whatever's in there is foolish. Good call. It's probably like Pendant of Memories or something like that, knowing our luck.
It could be milk or chateau or even a frog.
I don't think it's the milk, because the milk is already on a different hint, which was, I want to say it was the day 1 Ocean Spider House reward ?
Yeah, one of the side effects of Season 6 is that with ranch cows being shuffled, milk bar being shuffled, frogs being shuffled, that's a bunch of extra small gilded chests in the pool.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the ranch cows. So that is 3 extra milks.
Yeah, and our runners are free to forget about them today, too, thanks to that Gibdo and Romani Ranch.
True. Our song in Graveyard is Sonata. That is a fully clearable dungeon, I believe.
Yeah, once Dad heads south, finds that Deku in the southern swamp grotto near the spider house. That's the funny thing. There's no bow yet.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Wow, this bow is... Yeah, this bow is alarmingly late, too.
Yeah, items of interest right now. That bow, that Picto.
New wave.
All right, I mean,
Both
we
of them
do
needed
need
for
it.
eggs and magic and lots of things.
I'm wondering if it's just straight up oath on eggs at this point.
We have 3 of the 5 hard required songs. It's possible eggs might not actually be required.
Did the Twilight Princess market music just dynamically adjust to the current mask being worn? Because
I
if
believe
so,
it did.
That is incredible. I love it.
Yeah, that new feature came along in MMR 116. A few new songs since then use it. I think there's a Hailfire Peaks file that does it. Zoe made some of them.
I know Grunty Industries does it. Yeah, Hellfire Peaks.
Color me impressed.
Fire
All right.
or ice and woodfall.
All
Ice
right,
woodfall.
who's ready? Who's ready to explore Icona? Looking for a wait. Picto can't be up there. Never mind. Wow, so much for Rush West.
West did offer Goron. I think we'll
Yeah.
need Bo to have Goron be really useful beyond speed, though.
I was about to say, I don't think right now it's doing us any good is the only problem.
Yeah, I think Punch Rock was checked and Road to Icona didn't have anything. There is Treasure Chest Game in East Clocktown. I don't think we've seen that yet.
We have not seen that. You know what's worse? Because we don't have magic and we're not getting it for clearly at least another long while, then we're not going to be able to use Goron Mask for that much extra speed.
Not really.
But yeah, with
Does
Great
not
Fairy...
have that Sonata from Graveyard, so cannot proceed to the dungeon.
Right, so he's going to have to go... Actually, it looks like you should go west before south, because you are going to need... you're going to need to make a pit stop for Captain's Hat, then go get Sonata. So yeah, this actually is kind of giving us a little bit of a ring around the rosy here.
Notice Pojo was happy to let Old Lady go. Thanks to our importance count hints, hitting both North Clocktown and West Clocktown, we really don't have to worry about Old Lady or its consequences anymore.
Indeed. And I think everybody now has... Does everybody now? Yeah, everybody now has bombs. And Pojo is about to get Goron Mask here. Certainly not going to say no to that. We're probably going to see a Pirate's Fortress play from Pojo in this case, just because of the obnoxious amount of stuff that we can do, especially with Goron in tow. The only thing we can't do is check the bees. Sorry, you only get that once per stream.
It's very possible that Bo and or Picto are in PF. 12 checks there. And almost all of them, except for that hookshot chest, are accessible right now.
Yeah, I think... I mean, I've been eyeing PF. I always get very sus of PF when Zora... Especially when Zora is hinted like Way of the Hero, as it was in this case. Even though I know the chain ends here anyway. I was a little bit alarmed the boomerangs weren't going to come back in time for the stun.
We're going to be seeing a lot of Zora Finn action today, with that magic being where it is.
Yeah. Yeah, Pojo has bombs.
I believe Pojo secured them en route to Seven Swamp on the tree.
Yeah, because otherwise, why would you not get bombs but get Deku Mask? And, for that matter, also New Wave. So yeah, that checks.
Bucky securing that Zora.
Alright, so I think Bucky is the last to Zora. Unfortunately, most partially due to the late wallet. Just not able to be as efficient with his rupee turn-ins. Pojo is going to get Captain's Hat here, though. What is that on top of the Taurus Center roof? Is that a milk?
I thought it was a heart piece or a milk. I couldn't tell.
It might be. It's either a milk or a chateau.
Kwame offered a container.
Well, certainly not going to say no to that. Especially in Pojo's case. Poor guy's still running on 3 hearts.
There's Deku for Nacho.
Yep.
Alright, probably going to just take that straight into Palace and grab New Wave.
believe Dad is the only runner to have Sonata right now.
Yes, although Pojo probably won't take too long to go retrieve that. I think that is a chateau on top of the tourist center roof. That's a fairly nice spot for it too.
Not bad.
Pojo getting captured just as time of day takes over the day too.
Now, that's not the worst thing that could happen with bombs. At least Pojo can work around that.
Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah, so slightly poor timing, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened. It is kind of funny, though.
Thank you for that.
We are getting a treasure shop check from Pojo.
Yep. Nothing.
Nothing today.
Shame. Shame. Appropriate minigame music.
Simultaneous Deku Palace on the right side of our restream.
Yep. Baby, don't hurt me.
This seed isn't love. Correct. That was a flawless bomb skip ball. Well done, Pojo.
I think we already saw what was on this, though. I think it was like a
Yes.
heart piece. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we're not gonna say. We're not gonna say no to them.
Yeah, it's very appropriate for Honey and Darling to have those in stock.
I mean, we just dumped 8 in a bunch of baskets. Although they did explodificate, so...
So who's going to be the first person to dip into Great Bay Temple for that Picto box that's clearly in there?
It's an option right now, but without magic in hand, it's really hard to justify the dip.
The only thing that it could be on, I think you need magic for everything past the front door, so it can only be in like the first like chest fairy. I think.
Eventually, a runner is going to crack and accept their fate to visit PF and PR.
Yeah, I think I'm still more sus of PF than I am of Great Bay Temple. As again, as hilarious as it would be, more realistically, I do think it's just chilling in PF exterior.
Yeah, perhaps one of our runners hasn't taken that leap to go into there, but and they're just going on for Bucky.
Well, I think part of it is that because of the time obligations for the Graveyard song, is that folks have been prioritizing that, because when it comes to MM, I do note runners do like to get their time of day related obligations out of the way earlier, just so that way if it becomes a casino, at least it's not a time gated casino on top of that.
That shows just missed the jump to get back over there.
Oops.
It's a tricky jump.
Ooh, nice big fat silver rupee for Woodfall. Yeah, definitely no shortage of money this seed.
No, not at all.
Because there's
probably the biggest expenditure left is the biggest bomb bag purchase on the Scrub in Goron Village.
Which we can't even get right now because we still don't have a bow.
Indeed.
Yeah, Chat, I would like to remind the audience here, we're now 41 minutes in, and we still don't have a bow, and we're not getting magic until a Picto box shows up.
Yeah.
We can, however, get into a couple of dungeons.
I got something here. All right, it was mask sense.
No need for Sniffer today.
Oh, unfortunately, I just realized Hugo is junked today because of Mountain Village being the way it is. Sorry, brothers.
Yeah. Sag.
Although, I have to be honest with you, in my comms, I haven't seen Hugo required a whole heck of a lot lately.
Yeah.
And it's not like that check asks for much. It's just what? North Access, Goron Mask Magic, and that's about it?
Either one of Fire Arrows or Goron Lullaby.
Yeah, you might be able to get Biofab Magic if you have the full Lullaby.
Oh yeah, because Lullaby ignites the torches, doesn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. And then you can use Deku to run it down.
A stick, yeah, I get what you mean. Nasho is checking Deku Playground anyway, despite all 3 item obligations being met.
Yeah, definitely
Getting a
interesting.
visit from that, too. Simultaneous Deku Playground.
I guess they're just trying to be half safe than half sure.
Yeah. You don't have to
Of course,
check
trying
that.
to gain logical
Mojo.
access to that bottle one tingle was right there beside him.
Do you need
So I'm not
sticks
sure
though?
how much we would need to fear logic reduction here.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh wait. Pojo doesn't have the graveyard hint. I hope they don't follow that.
Yeah, Poacher does have the Romani Ranch Importance Count 1. That should preclude a visit to Lemons.
It should preclude unless Gibdo shows up before Icona. Unless, of course, there's just progression in the well.
Yeah, Gibdo Loxgaro, it's 2 stars.
Yeah, and even if Garrow's available, if Garrow were available, then Gibdo would be 1 star. And we can't have an IC1 count hint for a single important item. If there's if the hint is count 1, it has to be WAF.
Right.
Yeah, there may be some odd logical situation here, but I would personally suspect that Gibdo is 2 star and we're not going to find anything else in Romani Ranch.
Yeah, more than likely.
I am inclined to agree. And I know Chad probably wishes otherwise, but I don't. Again, as diabolical as we want to be, we're trying to be realistic here. It could
Pojo might die.
It could probably still happen. Season 6 is going to be a big season. So.
Yeah, it definitely is.
So y'all buckle up.
Dad and Nasha have been in lockstep here for a while. Near simultaneous Honey and Darling.
Yep.
Maybe Dad followed up with well, Dad is 1 rupee short for treasure chest game.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Less than 3 hearts and an iron knuckle fight with only Razor. At least it's Razor.
Looking to crouch stab
Yeah, we're
iron
good.
knuckle here. Well played.
Yep.
Nicely done. Surely no less spooky. I feel like there is actually great merit to, doing handicapped combat scenarios, like training yourself in that. Because that is an area that veteran runners will get a leg up on, is just not needing nearly as many resources.
Iron Knuckle can be a big hurdle for newer runners. That 4 damage hit is really dangerous in the early and even in the mid game.
Oh man. Pojo just wasting time here. That's unfortunate.
Oh, going for the day 2 grave, yeah. I mean, it could be worse. It could be the OOT Iron Knuckles.
Yeah.
Guys do bloody 8 hearts of damage on their overhead swings. Are they like the single deadliest enemy in OOT? I think they are.
Yeah, they're pretty powerful.
I don't think anything else does 8 hearts of damage.
Yeah, MM toned them down a bit, but they're still the strongest hit in the game here, too.
I think so, yeah. What are those axes made out of? Titanium?
Well, they're quite large.
Alright. Now we have Bucky heading to Northern Coast.
Nasho is also taking that dip. So yeah, I feel like this is where we're probably going to find some stuff. What is this? Oh, never mind.
That makes sense.
Don't you happy to death warp back here?
Yeah, does speed things up quite a bit, actually. Icona Canyon has absolutely nothing.
That is our final foolish.
Well, Pirate's
Rip
Fortress it is.
Rip Pamela.
Yep.
I mean, given that magic is required to access the majority of Canyon, that checks.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, where is this bloody Picto box? We're still looking for this thing.
It's somewhere.
And at the rate we're going, magic is probably locking Bo, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough mid-game situation. We have 2 dungeons open, neither of them guaranteed clearable.
Well, we got a chest here in sewers. Immediately.
In fact, GBT is guaranteed not clearable if you enter, thanks to the magic knowledge.
Well, that's a big gilded. Could be Picto. Nope.
It is not.
Halt. Yeet.
Yeah, there are 4 partial strays in Woodfall Temple. I'm not sure how many of them are accessible without Bow, though.
I think at least the jar one is accessible without Bo. Oh god, could you imagine, chat points out, could you imagine if the Picto is just straight up in Pinnacle Rock and you have to backtrack? That looks
was a
like a
clever
small
peek from Master
gilded.
there.
There's a
Roach.
frog.
A frog. A frog in the water, where he belongs.
This is another small gilded, I believe.
This is... Yeah.
Oh, no.
Milk.
Extra bottle.
That's
Which
4 bottles.
That is not going to go amiss one bit. And it looks like Pojo's also pointing fingers towards Pirate's Fortress. So yeah, everybody's getting funneled.
Come on, just make a left to PR. Don't you?
Yeah, the
I don't
PF
think...
density at a certain point just becomes too tough to refuse.
I was about to say, yeah, I think exactly for that reason, I don't think we're going to see any diversion. Like, why would you go and spend a couple of minutes checking 2 items when you could spend just as long checking 5 or 6? All right, that was a red rupee on Clifford.
If you do seahorses first, you can get the magic and then full clear PF.
That is
That
true.
is a possible route here.
I swear, if it's Picto in PR for magic on seahorses, and then it's like Bow or something stupid on hookshot chest.
Yeah, the weird thing is we've got 3 of the 5 hard required songs so far, so there's probably more hesitation to commit to fully doing eggs.
Well,
Oh,
the
right.
problem
Yeah,
is-
Picto, you're right, Chad. Thank you. You can't get the magic right. We need Picto.
well, the
I got
other
excited for a moment.
Well, the other thing about eggs as well is that the bottle is 1 star, right? So it's got to be useful for something, right?
Right.
So you would think that would mean eggs is likely required.
Of course, bottle is an option for poison swamp access in pretty much every seed.
No, we got Zora and Guan. Well, I mean, again, the 1 star thing. Yeah, sorry, not used to it. This is going to take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not fully used to it either.
Yeah, I'm convinced eggs is a required song. And also we need the bottle for Seahorse for magic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it could just straight up be that.
To answer your question in chat, Bank 2 was Zora.
Yeah, that was the hinted required item in West Clocktown. Yeah, all of our required item priorities were already cleared within like the first 20 minutes. West Clocktown had Zora Mask on Bank 2. Ranch had Gibdo Mask on the Doggy Race roof. North Clocktown had 3 items, which was a bottle and FD on Tingle, and Hookshot in the tree. So literally like all right next to each other.
Ambiguous Couples Mask in PFI. Nashua has it in hand.
Ooh.
Has 6 terminal hours to turn that in this cycle.
I think we could do more in GBT than just the first one, because I know that you could do stuff without magic up until, I want to say, the map chest. I don't know if it's in logic to get past the Dexy hands.
I'm
Without
more
magic,
thinking
I know
about,
that you can.
I'm thinking about the toilet, the equivalent of the toilet room.
Yeah, I think you need magic logically to change the current direction.
That's what I thought.
GBT. So up until then, you could do a fair bit of checks.
Okay, well, I'm still praying for a Picto in there, then. Unless it's right here for Bucky.
Alright, so everybody's got some extra bottles to play with now. Which, this does just make your life easier for eggs.
Yeah, 4 bottles is the magic number.
Bucky,
Nash should
please.
not hesitate to commit to eggs at this point.
Bucky, please.
It's kind of hard to knock the fish out with no magic.
You just gotta shoot him twice with the hook shot. Bucky is
Yes,
going to
chat,
possibly...
ABT
Okay.
or Picto on the table.
Drinking
happen.
milk underwater. You know what? Not gonna question it. It's a Zelda game.
It'll probably... It'll kind of be a little salty, but yeah. Oh, there's
there it
Picto.
is.
Picto.
Yeah, that checks. Now watch there
Picto's
be a
a
bow
thing.
on... Come on, bow on hookshot chest. Bow on hookshot chest. Make it happen, game.
So the answer was indeed PF into PR. We can get eggs as well.
But yeah, look at this funnel we've got going on here. Besides Dat making a quick detour to Mycona.
Yep.
That will have the outlet list.
Yeah, so that needed Zora. That has been in play for like 45 minutes. I think. Because, yeah, that was literally...
That got the Iconic Canyon foolish hint.
Yeah, because that only literally needed Zora and Hookshot with the other tools we already had, right? So...
Yeah, indeed. I mean, there was a wallet in there too to get the bank too, but not too many requirements.
Yeah, that was a Sphere Zero wallet, so... Right? Because that was literally just on P-Hat.
Yep.
So yeah, like literally it was a Sphere 2 Picto for Sphere 3 magic. That's gonna be Pojo's couples up there. I know what I said, dang it. Alright, Dad is gonna go into Woodfall Temple to have a look.
Yeah.
It could have bow.
It could just straight up be a vanilla bow. Like, imagine. And the Jar Fairy just had choose. All right, that's a fairy. That is red rupees. Oh, magic is 4? Okay. I thought it was wallet was 0, Zora was 1. Hook was also 0. And then Picto was 2. So magic would be 3. So that was what I was thinking. But yeah, Nasho I think is going to be our first to get the magic, but everybody else will be pretty close behind. Here's the other problem though. We're still going to need light arrows. Have fun full clearing literally the whole game looking for those. Never mind.
Nice one, Captain. Nice one, dude.
I don't call this trash on purpose, you know.
I think it's fire is what we're looking for now. And the actual bow.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah, let me correct that to say have fun full clearing literally the whole game looking for fire arrows. Because fire is actually just about as bad of a wild card as light arrows. Let's be real here.
Fire, and then the bow, and then potentially mirror.
Mirror is actually kind of a yeah. I think mirror is a maybe. I think you check eggs, and if eggs is either oath or elegy, then you basically know that. Well, if eggs is not oath or elegy, then that'll be really interesting. Actually, not. It's less eggs I'm more worried about. It's more Goron Elder. If Goron Elder is healing or Storms, well, it can't be Storms, because Storms is basically dead at this point.
Oh, there was a bow in Woodfall Temple.
Okay.
Oh.
I just got done saying I don't call this trash on purpose, you know.
Bow in Woodfall, locked by that Great Fairy's Mask.
Oh, yeah.
That losses dip is going to pay off. And if there are no other bows, you know, that aren't before this, it would pay off even harder.
Yeah, so if eggs is healing, I'm not going to go too crazy because it could just be Boss Blue Warp has eggs or oath or elegy, for example, which we can now check because Dad has a bow.
Yeah, for the runners right now, the foremost goal is to clear a dungeon as soon as you can for that Boss Blue Warp, which Dat will now be able to do. The other runners, they're going to have to, you know, commit to the dip to Woodfall Temple, though, unless they find a bow elsewhere.
Picto actually being where it is also really convenient because then that just gives you an easy pirate pick.
Yeah, and thanks to the Stone Mask, everybody was able to get easy pictures of the pirate.
Very true. And Stone Mask was right outside the front door. Well, actually, no, it was more like it was in the mailbox on the outside of the driveway.
Happy 1 hour, everybody.
Happy 1 hour, folks. We're finally actually, the seat's kind of about to kick into high gear. Because we now have bow and magic known. And light arrows, for that matter. So we are now effectively in a fire and mirror. At best, a fire casino. At worst, a fire and mirror casino.
Yeah. Also, Lens could be a potential fly in the ointment here. It would lock the Elder Goron song.
If
you don't find fire, it's an option.
If it locks fire, then yes.
Would we not have access to hot spring water with Gibdo and magic?
Actually, yeah, that works too. Because now we can
that
use.
Would be logical.
We would just have to make a pit stop to Woodfall Temple first.
Well, yeah, once you have that bow from WFT, it's well, hot spring water is in play here.
Ooh, nice catch. I thought those fins were going to whiff. This also means everybody's going to get their egg song on top of this, besides Dat. And for all we know, Dat may be saving time here, depending on if Boss Blue Warp is required.
think we still have to get that one other egg.
Oh, are we
Fire
only at 3
torches that we
bottles?
couldn't get.
Okay, so we're a bottle short then.
Yeah, chat.
Unbelievable.
The bottle. Yeah, the bow was in the poison water bubble. In Woodfall Temple, that great fairy's mask was required, assuming that is first bow.
Which is highly likely given how much we've already seen. Because that bow also locks out the north, it locks out the rest of Icona, it locks out a lot of Great Bay Temple. Like, it locks out a lot.
A lot of the seed has been taken care of by this point. Before
Yeah.
that bow.
And now we're going to be going for for unhinted fire arrows. Oh, this is going to be fun. And I would like to remind the audience, this Seahorses play is literally just for magic. Don't think... Yeah.
Chad, I'd be surprised to see a mirror requirement here.
Mirror will be
It's in the-
required if eggs is junk. If eggs is junk and Boss Blue Warp is also junk. If both of those are junk, then mirror is still required. But we're getting there. Oh yeah, good Lulu pick is also a good pick of Lulu is also a check. I like how we're slowly integrating partially some other checks that like appear in mystery, like some fairies, some mundanes, things like that.
I think it's good. I think it's healthy for this rando. It's mixing things up. It's shaking up the meta. It's, and hopefully we see more stuff in the future.
Yeah, I felt
All right.
Season had to take some chances, and it did. Overall, I'm impressed with the settings. I think they're the good direction going forward.
Hello, Romani Mascon Oldawa. That is 3 checks. Because that is currently in play. Because that's sound check, and that is both of the Elegy on Blue Warp. Okay, then yeah, I think we can rule out Mirror Shield at this point. Actually, for that matter, we could probably rule out eggs. Unless healing is required. This may actually be a kind of galaxy brain play for Dat.
Yo.
It's possible the Elder Goron song is healing for a 1-star or something silly like that, but there's a serious chance that it's got Oath and you can skip the rest. So that's in a position where he has a strong push to investigate that.
Yeah, it could be like healing to fire as well, or healing... Yeah, it could be like healing to fire, for example.
I do think that emptying the bottles and so forth is interested in investigating eggs.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're gonna probably see... Where is Pojo going? Checking... getting the last Zora egg. Wait, was there another bottle in Pinnacle Rock?
There was in... I believe it was in PF... Was there one in PR? I know there was one in PFS.
Because I was about to say, if there was one in PFS, then everyone would have 4 bottles on the first pass. And Pojo wouldn't be going back. Oh, was it sewers? Okay. Because, yeah, Pojo's going back because evidently there's 1 egg missing.
I also did forget that Magic also puts that extra egg in Logic. With the Deku Spit.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's right, because they couldn't get it. They literally couldn't get it because they couldn't get through the bees.
Yep.
That's why. I was like, wait a minute, they have 4 bottles. Why did they miss a Zora egg? And I just remembered, right, bees.
Could this be full X completion for Nasho?
I think
Yes.
so. Yeah, Nasho's been kind of ahead of the curve here between Bucky and between themselves, Bucky and Pojo, because they've all been kind of on this same. Okay, Pojo, that was just petty. Nah, I kid, of course, but
All right, let's see. What is this?
yeah. So this is probably at best healing. If you're really rooting for Spice, you want this to be healing.
Yeah.
It's a pity this cutscene doesn't. Well, it can't because sometimes some songs have more or less notes, but it's a pity this cutscene doesn't adjust accordingly.
Yeah, given the quantity of bottles and the Picto for the always hinted magic on seahorses, it's tough to really blame the runners for committing to X here if it doesn't have something.
It is
It is
Song of Healing. So, I mean, it's not necessarily required unless healing leads to fire. Because right now, the bottle at the very least is required just for seahorses.
Healing to the remaining 1-star bottle.
So now the question becomes, do you... no, to clarify with chat, Pamela is dead. Canyon was ruled out foolish, unfortunately. That being said, now comes the question, do you... Well, we know you chased at least Woodfall at this point because that gives you bow and lights, but the question becomes after that, what do you chase for fire? Do you chase healing or do you chase Icona since you get Elegy?
I would say Shrine would be a pretty good play.
Shrine's not too bad with this equipment, I would agree to that. At least with a sword upgrade. Could be a lot worse. Nasho is also super magic buffed right now with Chateau.
And I would say with Elegy most likely on... Well, yeah, I would say with Elegy most likely on Elder Goron. I would say I'd probably go get Hot Spring Water here pretty soon.
Well, Elegy was on Boss Blue Warp.
Oh, right,
So
that's right.
that would be
Yeah,
Oath.
so it's even better play to go up to Stone Tower.
Yeah, if you're going for density, you're probably chasing Icona. You're probably chasing Elegy instead of healing.
Yeah, I think that has 2 doable dungeons. So they had no shame in doing your progression. Seeing if fire arrows is along the way.
Pojo is making the detour for healing, though. It's right here. You just got healing. You might as well do it. It's not the worst out of the way check in the universe right now. Ocean Great Fairy, we already saw the hint for that. That being said, we have a... Do we have a... Yes, we have a bet in play now for fire arrows. Oh, Blast Mask. I mean, it's nice, but it's not what we're looking for.
I believe Ocean Spider House chest is logically in play here.
It is?
No. Well, you would need bow, which Pojo wouldn't have, so Pojo wouldn't follow up with that, but that could do it.
Alright, Bucky's gonna get us some more... I assume Garo hints don't do us any good here.
I don't believe they're enabled in Season 6.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Pity. I like extra hints, but oh well. Graveyard's hint. We're still missing that last always hint. Am I wrong?
I don't believe you are wrong. I only have 7.
Yeah, because we definitely haven't seen the Swamp Gossip Stone, and we haven't seen the Sploosh. Quite literally.
Actually, yeah. We do have enough to do Ocean Spider House chest. So that is a thing we can do.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Don't
think
you making the
about...
Woodfall Temple play?
Yeah, we'll be
that's
getting their
useless.
bow.
Bucky just got letter to cafe off of the Tingle photo. Useless.
Yeah, we're not absurdly far from go mode here.
I was correct. It was a Chateau pickup on top of the tourist center roof. That, like I said, that is a great spot for Chateau. Because A, it's free money at the start of a cycle, or it's just infinite magic within like a 10-second pickup distance.
I'm pretty sure since it's like a thing that you can just like, it just respawns when you come in and out of the area.
So much the better.
'Cause it's freestanding. So
yeah, Pojo. Okay, Nashua just got Captain's Hat. What is Bucky doing? Bucky's going through Swamp now, getting Deku and New Wave. Pojo's going to get Lights and Bow here. Hopefully. Pojo has GF Mask, right? Yes. I think everybody has it.
Yep. GF Mask, a pretty easy grab. Grass Grotto, Termina Field.
Right. All right, well, have fun full clearing literally the whole game looking for fire arrows.
yeah,
That's our position, yes.
Despite, we're already all one item away from Gomo, this is a pretty spicy seed.
Huh.
Okay, Nasho's just having some fun here.
But this is the end of Nash's first cycle.
Yeah, Nash, I don't think anybody besides Pojo has played Song of Time yet. Bucky might have played Song of Time. Does Bucky have, Yeah, Bucky has Lullaby, so yeah, Bucky's played Song of Time. But Nasho and Dat are both still on their first cycles.
Yeah, Snowhead Temple by far the most awkward dip candidate here. Thanks to that lack of fires.
Yeah, although given how Woodfall played out, how much do you want to bet Fire's just chilling in Snowhead Temple?
Snowhead's
It's
pretty dead
not out of
twice.
the realm of possibilities.
Because yeah, Fire at this point could be like virtually anywhere. I mean, there's a few places it can't be, but not a whole lot. Are any of the Stone Tower Temple? Because I'm trying to think, can it be on one of the? Could it be on like the Woodfall Temple, Woodfall Great Fairy, for example? That could be like the last hint, for example. I don't think that's fire locked.
It
That would be
shouldn't
possible,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, Pojo, you might want that. That's a bow.
I don't think they could see it.
Oh. And this chat is what we call improvising.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking like a really spicy spot for Fire would be the Woodfall Great Fairy.
Still very much possible. Our runners have to keep their eyes out for that Ape always hint.
Because I'm trying to think about, I'm also thinking like super spicy would be Stone Tower Temple Great Fairy, but I don't know if any of those fairies are fire locked. I feel like one of them probably is.
One of them is, I believe. There's a Frozen Eye and ISTT.
That's what I thought.
Fires.
Pity.
It'd have to be Mirror at this point, and I don't think we're going to get a required Mirror.
I don't think so either, especially with the Village hint and the fact that we have Healing and Elegy. The only song that I could be thinking of is at this stage is Oath.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why hint that?
Nasha also happy to have infinite magic for the rest of this cycle.
Yeah, still very early in this cycle. Yeah, Dat is going for the Ocean Spider House chest. A little bit low on bow shots, but
Just get yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green.
if only.
We'll have another drop of 10 in that other pot.
Nope, it's
Only
already
could
not
be
yellow-green.
all very good.
Yellow, blue, red, yellow.
Yeah, okay, this puzzle already kind of sucks.
Was Letter to Cafe the first paper of this seed?
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Toilet Hand is in play. I'm not sure what's going to encourage our runners to go for that, but it's in play.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible stuff could be there, because stockpotting was never hinted at all, but... Yeah, that one is kind of yikes.
Oh, was paper found in a foolish location, chat?
Was it graveyard? Can't remember.
Well, there was a small gilded chest in... There was a small gilded chest on Kita, but that wasn't checked, and that could just be pendant.
Pojo forgot the BK. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is not Big Key Z.
Yeah, the late bow means that if you do right side first, you gotta go turn around and when you can shoot that eye.
Uh-oh.
Rejected.
I don't...
Isn't this
Pojo
fun,
might have to invert here.
Actually, yeah.
Maybe wise. Yeah, 1 minute 30 of real time. And right on cue.
Yeah, it's exactly what he's doing. That checks. So yeah, in a scenario like this, it's hard to say who's in the lead, because it literally just comes down to who makes the right check first. Because everybody's now gone through this funnel. Because Dad's about to end up finishing this funnel. Pojo's about to finish up the lights and bow funnel. Bucky and Nasho both are going to ultimately probably get bow and lights next. So everybody's kind of about to be in the same position here. And I mentioned this plenty of times before. It really comes down to how you want to handle your casino. Like, do you want to prioritize density and hope it falls on your lap along the way? Or do you want to prioritize the one-offs that you think your opponents might miss? And hope that it's one of those. You know, that's a really tough choice.
Yeah, if you hit on a one-off early, you potentially get the go mode the rest of the dungeons. Some major time gain there, but the density is against you in that case.
Well, good thing Nasho had more than 4 hearts. And I mean literally just more than 4 hearts. Alright, we're going to see that couple's mask turn in. We found this in Pirate's Fortress.
We did.
Just 20.
Mm-mm.
Nasho now interested in that Woodfall Temple dip after finding Sonata. That will pay off
Yeah.
some way.
Bucky will follow suit pretty soon here, I think. So yeah, everybody's going to be all caught up with each other here.
Lots of hand-holding. In the seed. Lots of...
Hand-holding, Simon says.
Yep.
High-fiving.
Yep.
Yeah, like there were a couple of like split chains here, because you had the Wallet to Zora to Picto for magic. And then you had the the Deku Mask to you also had to make a stop for Captain's Hat. Then you had the Deku Mask to New Wave, and then Deku Mask with Sonata also gives you Bow and Lights.
Yeah.
See, there's a couple of split chains here, and strangely enough, Goron Mask isn't really involved in any of them.
Not until we have to go fly Snow Temple.
Yeah, North is on the table for our bow holders. I suspect eventually one of them is going to head that way.
Yeah, besides Mountain Village, the whole rest of the north is open.
Yeah, Pocho and Dad have really, swapped locations. And they seem to be converging here as Dad is going to turn in eggs after a moment's break.
Do I miss?
Oh, is that what that was?
Yep.
Legendary line. So yeah, let's see what everybody decides to do here. Pojo still has a little time left.
Yeah, not looking to end the cycle.
Probably not dumping rupees. Definitely not turning in Couple's Mask.
I believe the milk bar is open until 6 on the final night.
Yes, it does. You can check the 2 items here. Although I see no reason to wait until next cycle and then just, I guess because next cycle it's a little time locked. Really? The world's ending and you still, okay, fine, here's my ID.
Yep, bottom side of the restream making their Woodfall Temple plays now.
Mask of Truth.
Pojo still doesn't know that Ranch.
Pojo has the hint. Just buying it just in case. Not a lot more to spend rupees on this seed.
Good question.
Perhaps hoping to hit the north owl? No, he's going past the north entrance.
Oh, healing
He went
Camaro.
to Camaro. Yes.
Yeah.
Good pickup.
Yeah, so it's clear Pojo's been chasing this healing a little bit.
Inside the rocks to avoid the sea bear.
Yes. Make sure it's not an oval. It has to be a circle.
It does. Dad is going to dodge.
Oh dear. What was that, by the way? I wasn't paying attention to Red Rupee.
Is it? Yeah, it's red. Yeah.
Yeah, Pojo indeed looking for North Owl.
Yeah, there's time. Oh, geez, I just realized, there's... Oh, yeah, that's right. There's the Gossip Stone is in springtime. Which, if the fire hint is in the springtime Gossip Stone, that's not helping. If it's, on, Woodfall Great Fairy, for example.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also this
MMR
hint.
would prevent that.
Oh!
Woodfall Great Fairy. That was the last one.
Yep.
That's
it.
nowhere near
All
as funny.
14 Gossip hints are spoken for.
That's nowhere near as funny.
Yep.
The Fire Arrow's location will not be that spectacular.
And don't have to peek Hugo.
Is that John Jarrow's on
Yeah.
Hugo?
I think it is. Yeah.
That is what you call vanilla.
No Froge.
Vanilla Don Jarrow does have the benefit of eliminating frogs this seed for our runners.
That's true. It eliminates the 2 gecko frogs.
Yeah. I do believe models are still on in Season 6. So we
Yeah,
still
'cause
get things like Postman's Freedom and Cafe and so forth.
Yeah. I was about to say, it make no sense to turn off Hugo specifically when the others we saw earlier.
God,
All
Jen.
right.
You're a mod now and you don't even know? Jeez. Wow, can't believe it.
All right, so Pojo is going to go into Great Bay Temple. This is a choice right here. Now, granted, it's a clearable dungeon in Pojo's case. You know, you don't need fire to clear the dungeon. You know, you logically need fire to clear the dungeon, but you can still do stuff without fire.
Dad also thinking about Milk Bar on the eve of the moon crash.
Yep. Yeah, there's literally nothing pointing at fire arrows, chat, so it's literally a coin toss.
Synchronized boss keys from our bottom 2 runners.
Yep.
Yeah. Very much a progression play for Pojo. It does mean that ward is likely here if you're clearing this for progression.
Is I assume Ward, then Ward is not. Oh yeah, the only thing that's fire locked is everything leading up to Green Turnkey and beyond. Yeah, because you don't need fire for a whole lot here.
Yeah, only the very last turnkey. And I don't think there's any items behind that except for George himself.
I think so.
Execution by Pojo. The water wheel skip at the beginning and the dolphin dive here.
Yeah, an interesting wrinkle of the importance count chat is that if you get an importance count of 1, then you cannot possibly have any single star items there. Because importance count hits must include at least 1 2-star item. And if the one item was a single star, well then that importance count hit would be impossible.
Yeah, it would have to be at least 2 items. So, yeah, the Gibdo is the wath, for lack of a better term, for ranch.
Yeah, don't feel bad. Importance count is very, very tricky. Especially if you're a mid-seed.
Case in point, I've already screwed up with it like 5 or 6 times today. And it's only been an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's tough too when you're the runner, and you know you're not in chat. We have the benefit of talking about it and seeing multiple people do it all at once.
Yeah.
When it's just you all alone, it's extra info that you didn't have to consider before, but now you do. We are getting a Path to Snowhead visit from Dat.
Alrighty.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah, now if I'm not mistaken, this can be done without lens now.
Yeah, the pillar is in logic without lens. That is one of the changes in Season 6 to... I think it was due to importance count, and it was a change that was made to help ease the evaluation of lens when you're doing your IC hints.
That checks.
Absolutely nothing in GBT.
Wow. Nasho, Butler's dead. You are not... I'd be very surprised if you were able to take the Deku Princess to the moon in this cycle.
Still a fair bit of time a day for Nasho.
I mean, it depends ultimately on where fire is. If it's behind a day 1 check, then, I mean... Although I think we've exhausted all of those at this stage.
That didn't even have Goron, and still went to get the owl. I mean, hey, it's
Ooh.
progression.
We are going to see the swamp. Well, actually, no, it doesn't make a difference. We've seen all the hints. All right, so
Ooh.
are we going to see Wart
That is a
today?
ward skip from Pojo.
Those are declining wart.
I don't disagree with this, if only because it's definitely out of the way.
Season 6 does add 3 checks in and beyond the iceless water wheel room. So delaying wart until after doing iceless water wheel and the seesaw does make more sense. I think the real question or the real test will be is after Pojo does these, does he go back and do wart before finishing off George and the clear?
Well, hang on. It looks like Pojo's turned around.
Indeed,
stop
I think
the wheel?
Pojo. Yeah, Pojo wants the chests here. The 2 chests in here are in play in season 6.
In the meantime, Nasho is climbing Stone Tower.
Says something,
Yep.
by the way.
It is big
Hello.
gilded.
Garrow.
Okay. Oh. We're not done yet.
That Garrow is
Now-
logically obtainable before you have to do anything in Icona. if I remember
Yeah.
right.
Does that make Gibdo 1 star?
No, it has to be 2 stars. At least that's what we're
Oh, right.
doing.
Oh, no. I think that means there's progression in the well.
Yeah, it could be from the well. It could be hot spring water in the well.
Don't we have like
Right.
6
But-
bottles now?
Yeah, the trouble is, I think we have 5 at the very least.
Oh, it might just be... Wait, no. Hot spring water can only lead to Oath, because that's got to be what's on
Yeah.
the Elder Goron. So yeah, that... It can't be for, like, a temple.
All right, maybe well has just gotten a...
Well is very sus right now.
Yes. It is fully in logic. At least our runners have lights to help.
Oh, okay. Nasho grabbing a safety ferry? Yeah, 6 hearts, no double defense. That's not unwarranted. A safety ferry doesn't hurt, really.
Might as well, you've got the bottle capacity.
I mean, you have 5 or 6 bottles at this point. Yeah, might as well use them.
We could do. We do, like, yeah. Do well is almost kind of free at this point.
Yeah, you can, enter the back way, bring some bugs and a blue potion.
The milk. Just in case we
bad.
have to come back to Mirror Chest.
Too bad the Chateau... Well, can the Chateau
Oh, yeah,
also
no.
qualify?
No.
I didn't think so. Would have been great if it did. Oh, that chest in the front of Stone Tower Temple was big.
So, I know Pixel Shake was talking about a setting that Zoe was working on where basically the Gibdo can ask for pretty much anything, like a picture of the Deku King or, I don't know.
Lol, nice
Just so many
pendant.
things.
I
Interesting.
wonder how that would play out in practice.
That'd be interesting for like a season 7 or for a mystery, perhaps.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily a mystery, I don't think, because then you would have to have you have to have Rel acquired and Oh, those are 2 gilded chests. And I think Nasho... Oh, I thought Nasho was just going to turn around and uninvert the temple and check those real quick, but I guess not. I guess it doesn't hurt to get the boss key and just get Twin Mold out of the way and then hope these are both... One of these is fire. That could also work.
Honestly, Stone Tower Temple was probably the one of the better plays that you could have done.
Frog.
Froge. Oh my god.
Thanks, George.
Is the spires right here?
Oh. Oh,
Well,
could
Gosh,
be.
you're not
we'll be
opening
back.
it.
We'll be back.
Yeah, Nasho's got to
Oh.
get the boss key first.
Yeah, Nasher can always hook back up.
This is anyone's race.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, structure-wise, we had 2 mid-game bottlenecks. Breaking into a wide-open 3-temple casino.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
I mean, technically 4, because Snowhead Temple is wide open too. Just except for the boss. Well, I mean, we've already cleared Woodfall, to be fair, so.
Both of the added partial strafe areas for Snowhead Temple do not require fire arrows.
Boss key for Nasho.
Yeah, and that's going to be not turning around to grab the to hook the chest.
Might just be hook shotting the front room.
Yeah,
So, no big
it
deal.
literally just it makes sense. Literally just faster to do this.
Oh no, they're going right side. Okay.
Nasher
Oh,
wants to switch
not-
a little more.
Not taking any chances, I see. No, wait, this is junk.
You still have to talk to the Goron.
Oh,
to-
right.
But according to Zoe, you only have to do this once. So even if
Indeed.
you reset, you're still fine.
Yeah, once Link has the knowledge about Daddy, that is kept across cycles.
I don't even know if I would worry about Goron Village here.
Rechecks.
It's a handful, yeah. Especially Lens Cave.
Bean.
Enough with the big gilded chest in Stone Tower Temple, please. Actually, no, this kind of does make it more likely fire will show up, so.
Here we go, it's
Never did
Nasho and
go
go.
back for that wart.
Oh, rip.
You know what? That's not the worst time in the world to get that. There's not a whole lot more time lost you can squeeze out of that.
Small gilded on
No.
goat? Or not goat, or George?
Oh, unfortunately, we lost Bucky.
Oh, no.
Letter to
Oh.
Mama in Lens Cave.
All right, so we
I'm just looking for that
teleported on.
cafe mess.
We teleported a little on Restream, but I do notice that on Twitch it did show that it was Ocean Title Deed on Wart.
Okay. We don't need that, but that is a paper. That is toilet paper.
By the way, you said we found something interesting in oh yeah, Letter to Mama. Who found that and where?
Pojo in the Lens Cave.
Pojo found that in Lens Cave, okay. And Letter to Mama, that doesn't do us anything right now. We need Cafe Mass to make any better use of that. Because we already know Postman's Freedom is dead.
If you're interested in Swamp. Doing some cleanup.
I would be kind of like Nasho and Dat. Pushing
This
your
might-
dungeons.
This looks like well prep work here on Pojo's side.
Yeah?
I love that dynamic Castletown music.
Big chest for Nasho and STT.
Bottle percent, I think.
Dat does not like that Bomber's Notebook. Oh? What do we have here on Wizroom?
Even more big gilded chests. Oh,
I
heart
think we've
container.
gotten all of the tart containers. There's only 4.
Yeah, we've been surprisingly devoid of heart pieces this seed.
Yeah?
7 hearts of FD in hand and potential Chateau Romani. Runners are pretty well set up for Majora.
Looks
Oh,
like
LTK
Pojo's
was
going.
on Tingle Photo. That's not dead then.
Well, yes, it is. We already saw Cafe. It was trash.
No, I mean for toilet's sake.
Oh, for toilet. Oh, yeah.
That big goaded on Igor was a second wallet, which we won't need.
Nope. That is not going to work. Nope. Bucky falls down. That's another gilded chest. What is with Stone Tower Temple having all the bait? It always does this. Nasho is definitely going to have to uninvert here and check the an uninverted Stone Tower Temple. There's just way too much stuff in here. I mean, how many uninverted gilded chests did I count? Well, like 3 or 4?
Yeah, Pocho wasn't setting up for well. He was setting up for the bean chests.
Oh, yeah, that checks. Pojo did only get 1 bean. I didn't think about that.
Runners might be skeptical of the potential logical implications of that Garo in GBT.
Alright, that's a small gilded in GBT, so they're skipping that. Although, is that chest fairy? That must be a chest fairy.
Yeah, that's just an unshuffled chest fairy. The added check in that room was actually in a barrel underneath a seesaw.
Which was a hard piece.
We're getting twin mode from Nasho. So.
Closing off Poet for the cycle, not an issue, because Canyon is foolish.
Yep.
Alright, Bucky's going to take down George here. Switch, please.
One of the most finicky hitboxes in the entire game, I swear. George on the bottom left, Twin Mode on the bottom right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I remember being so nervous playing through Helm on my first try, on my first time play, because I think back then I was only like 10.
I think I got a majority of the blueprints, so I had a decent amount of time.
I think I had like 37 minutes 30 or 47 minutes my first playthrough. Oh, hey, there's a bean refill. Spend a bean, get a bean. And then I really started panicking when the timer didn't stop in the tag barrel.
Yeah, that was horrible.
All right, now we're going to start seeing the plethora of... Oh no, Nasho is not checking the rest of the uninverted chests. Unless they checked them all while I wasn't looking.
Trying?
Nope, Ocean
Turning in Ocean Tidal G?
Yeah, this is foolish, though.
Yeah, Nasho has the foolish hit on the tracker.
Oh, well.
Maybe we're just so deep in the sea.
Blue potion.
Oh,
well.
a blue potion purchase. That is not foolish.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Very smart.
Followed by a Sword of Swamp, and does Nasho have the rupees for bean buys?
I don't think so, actually. Because Nasho needs, what, 5?
Yeah, Nasho would need 5.
And also has Deku Princess on board.
Well, I think... What does Nasho have? Blue potion. This is water. There's milk. And beans. Is that enough? As far as bottled contents? Worst case scenario, can always sell the chateau.
Maybe Nasho just wants bean chests.
I guess, yeah. Oh, probably just getting bean chests and then... Well, this is a sort of cape, though. Oh, probably just to... No, wait, why is this a sort of cape? Hold on.
Yes, good point, Shannon.
Oh, right.
could get away with without the 5 beans here. You still have to bring fire up to the mirror shield room, but you can do that on just the right side. Do need bombs and Deku Nuts for Big Po, though. That also taking down Twin Mold. At least one of them. Second one's still in play.
Now,
Yes.
who stays up here? Oh, Nashu went away.
Nasher just wanting another remains in their pocket.
Yep.
Not a
Yeah,
bad
'cause
thing to do when you're running.
Yeah, because right now, fire is only locking a boss, and that's it. Well, and probably Oath. If Hot Spring doesn't somehow lead to fire arrows. Like, if it's fire arrows in Hot Spring Water Grotto, Pojo's emote's gonna change to a table flip.
Okay, let's see what Dad does here. Of course. Gotta kill that Gwei.
Interested in Cape? Lulu photo, perhaps?
I think also
Most
going
like-
into GBT.
Most likely.
That too. Yeah, Dad has not been yet.
I feel like there's
So-
too many gold chests to ignore here.
So we found absolutely nothing in GBT, right? Besides a questionable Garo mask.
Yeah,
Yeah, just the Garo mask. Which could be potentially logically helpful. If it does logically guide the runners to well, then it's a big clue.
Yeah, I'm still very suspicious of WoW. Well, Pojo's time loss book.
Seven
Punches
runners in the room today as we approach the 1 hour 50-minute mark. No finishers yet.
Yeah, that to me suggests that Fire Arrows is buried somewhere really stupid right now.
Now that curse from the bubble is a bit of an obstacle for Pojo.
Bubbles say,
Yep.
I curse you. Quite literally, that's what he did.
yeah, we don't have storms to get rid of the curse, so this is a problem.
No storms, no GFS.
No infinite magic.
Are light arrows usable as damage here against Gomez?
Yep.
you
It
go.
just takes a while.
It's expensive
Plus-
magic-wise. Although, he does have
Okay.
Chateau Romani in hand.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, most of our runners opting to pick up that Chateau on Southern Swamp. Not just a convenience item for them, but just save Pojo some significant time.
There
See
we
how
go.
Pojo feels with the Gomez here.
Bucky's taking care of Gomez too, so we've got more Simon Says here, kinda.
Yeah, pretty much. Man, it's a really tough decision. I think one of these runners has to decide to stay in Stone Tower Temple. It's pretty sus, but I don't know. I don't think you can ignore uninverted.
Yeah, I think there's just too many gilded chests here. I mean, 2 of them are right at the front door.
Yeah. That 2-star Gibdo, awfully suspicious right now. Yes, chat, you can
Storms?
actually play Song of Storms and it'll cancel your curse.
It cleanses you.
Healing doesn't, but Storms does.
Yeah.
Although healing does actually help reduce the post-sister battle price. It turns out that healing is actually good for something. Up here, because besides healing Pamela's father, healing does like nothing else in Icona.
Not sure
It
if I
really doesn't.
Just Garo.
Heck, even Captain's Hat does more than healing.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you can actually trigger a funny little cutscene with Egos when wearing Captain's Hat.
Yep.
So a quiet
I think
moment here on the
Gojo's
stream.
betting it all.
That is
Go ahead.
yeah, that's a lot of doubles all of a sudden from Pojo.
Pojo might have connected the dots on the logic, and might just straight up know it's the well by this point, and at least that would be the working theory. If either that or Pojo's just gambling really hard on uninverted Stone Tower Temple.
Well, there is only one dungeon left for Pojo.
Yeah, and Snowhead is easy. Because it's small Keezy, right? Still? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, Snowhead Temple's free.
Yeah, there. If you immediately go to it, that would not munch up enough time to get the midnight.
Game is just like LOL fires are in Snowhead Temple.
I mean,
Everything's bait.
It's getting close to that point.
Yeah, I'm not sure logic reduction applies directly to the assignment of importance to Garo's Mask. I mean, it could. I don't know. There's been some discussion about it in Essex discussion lately. If a runner puts their faith in well and is rewarded, that could be a win for them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of who wants to pull the trigger.
And it's hard to do when you're staring down, 3 open temples with partial stray fairies on. Progression and density all in one.
Yep.
Which I believe is the first 3 remains on Restream. What he does now will be very telling.
Yep, going back. Okay, here we go.
Normal Stone Tower Temple.
The only problem's going to be for Pojo is if we get like a Camaro mask or something. That Lux fires.
Camaro will not do us any good because
Right. Westcliff Town. Right.
So As nice as that would be, not the case for this particular seed.
So this is even a better call. So, see, I'm still getting used to the importance count.
I guess there's something really odd out there still, like cafes or A&M.
Yep.
Yeah, because Stockpot Inn hasn't been ruled out yet. Oh, not quite to the chest.
Oh. Okay,
Valiant,
we're good.
Valiant
Yeah, the
effort,
chest
though.
is reachable from bomb jump, but it's a tricky angle.
Hello, Stone Tower Temple continues to just have so many. That's absurd.
Oh, that bomb chew almost really messed that up.
What do we get? Oh my god!
And here I thought I'm the one who doesn't call this trash on purpose.
Our runners should know that that is dead. Unless they really want a bio break. Camaro Mask is great for that.
Or they could just dance the night away until midnight.
Yeah, we can also march. There we go,
also
Dad.
headed back to Stone Tower.
All right, this is the now highly questionable Garo Mask. For Dat. And I think there was at least two more gilded chests down here.
My suspicion, Chad, is that the introduction of importance count has made everybody a little more nervous about logic. It's also been a very busy seed, and
Yep.
that Gibdo was picked up very early. With all that's gone on, it's possible it slipped our runners' minds.
I mean, like, the Gibdo could be pointing to well, yeah, but it also might not. It might just be... Yeah, well, still possible.
Yeah, the icy count ones are essentially wafts that happen to make everything else in their region foolish.
Nothing of importance in the Armos room. How's Pocho's rupee count looking for extra beans?
I don't think we need beans.
Oh, right. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. It's too low anyway.
Yeah, we still need bombs, we still need Deku Notes if it's right side, or Mirror Shield, but we can get away without the beans at least.
Happy 2 hours, everybody. Got our runners Pojo, Dat, Bucky, and Nacho putting on a good show for us today. Literally anybody's seen.
Yep. An hour since the last checkup, and we're still looking for fire arrows.
Yep. I am Skygoro, and today in the booth we have Fifth Whammy and Captain MD. Thank you guys for coming today. Trackers for today we have Chloe, Jai Jai, and Shannon Bread, aka Sheen.
Yeah, by the way, nice bow-locked bow behind the Nejiron.
Yeah.
Well, you sure rolled us a seed, Shen. You sure rolled us a seed.
The last frog. Oh wait, is that the third frog or the last frog? Have we seriously
Lost
seen
count. I know there was a frog
same.
on Gyorg. There was another one that we picked up, and then... Yeah, that might be 4.
That might... We've seen all the frogs, and we still haven't seen fire.
I feel bad for that frog. That's not a nice habitat for him with all that lava.
Not at all.
Still haven't found fire arrows. Talking about frog habitats. Can't find a different conversation.
Alright, so Pojo realizing something is hideously wrong here is going to invert.
Synchronized lava room, synchronized white frogs.
We have almost three. We had almost three synchronized lava rooms.
They might all make it into Garo Master together. Well, George's room isn't a bad place for a frog to live, as long as you don't get eaten.
Yeah. I assume George likes frogs. Unsure.
Maybe the frog could escape George's notice.
Yeah.
Dat has finished GBT.
Oh.
Why is this
Another
also a
big
gilded
chest
chest?
in STT. So many big chests in STT. Keg.
Keg.
That's dead.
I
Lol.
don't see any way where that helps.
Lol, no.
Though it might get our runners thinking about that Romani Ranch Gibdo.
At least our trackers get to mark keg today. I guess that's the only that's
Yeah.
the only good thing I can find from that.
We get to enjoy some keg W.
Dat also following up on normal side Stone Tower Temple. The pull of that density strong.
Oh, Pojo's going in Fire Temple. Yeah, I think it would go well before. Oh, my bad, not Fire Temple. I got OOT brain. Snowhead Temple. So yeah, I would probably do well before this.
Well, we really want it to be a fire temple.
Well, in Pojo's case, keep in also mind that he's already inverted to night 3, so there's not really a lot of time to check the well. If it's fire, you're going to be stressing to get Snowhead Temple done in time, especially if you have to go all the way to the other side.
Yeah, actually, to Chloe's point earlier, yeah. I don't know why we aren't going well now.
That is, of course, assuming we don't have the logic completely mixed up.
Could be a logic. Yeah, it could be a logic misunderstanding.
Yeah, admittedly, I'm fairly confident in chat because you guys know more than I do. I'll be real. Sploosh. Also, false slam.
But you're going to be the first on stream to attempt Snowhead Temple.
I mean, if it is just chilling in the front door, quite literally, then this is actually kind of funny.
If it is, we really have to think about that 2-star Gibdo then.
There's no way. Okay. Oh, that's the fourth. That's the fourth one.
There's the last star container.
Our container percent.
More
my
gilded
God.
chests. Appropriate.
How much bait?
It's possible our runners are thinking that Gibdo was 2-star just for Icona access, but I don't think.
Yeah, once we found the Garo, yeah, like that should go out the window.
Pojo has
Pojo
Great Fairy
should have.
Mask, yeah.
Yeah, it should have.
Yeah, everybody has Great Fairy. Ooh, nice
GFN
little
was
peek there.
mercifully in Permanent Field Grass Grotto.
Not to
which I
mention
believe
it was
everybody grabbed.
not to mention it was required.
Yeah.
Logically required. Pocho was able to get the poison bubble by poisoning himself.
That's true. Pojo kind of improvised a little.
I should check the
Yes.
logic editor. Maybe it's not logically required.
Because yeah, the
Yeah,
other
start-
Damage option.
the
there.
only other bow we've seen so far was in Stone Tower Temple, and that is hard bow locked.
Indeed, you are expected to have Great Fairy's Mask. Taking damage for it is not in logic in Season 6 for that
I
poison water
thought so.
bomb.
Excuse me a moment.
Everybody... Well, that's still clearing out normal STT. Everyone else drawn to Snowhead Temple.
I assume you don't need lens for this one either.
Yeah, lensless walls and ceilings. That trick is on in Season 6, so no lens needed.
Alright, I think this is literally who goes well first. I just don't think we're gonna find anything in here.
Not sure what checks are left. Yeah, I turned away to look at the logic editor, so that's on me.
I think it's just this one and... let's see... Yeah, just these front chests, I think.
Poacher's time of day. Alright, yeah, 5 hours, 37 minutes is inverted, so that's a good chunk of real time, around 13, 14 minutes or so.
Here.
Nasho making the well play. Finally making good of that blue potion they picked up a while back. Cafe's mask. Wow. We did find that
That's-
LTM.
That's brutal.
I think the Get the Logic saves us from midnight meeting here. But if the Get the
Yeah.
Logic hasn't occurred to you,
Nashu, or Pojo going back to town here.
well, you know, this is why we play the weeklies. You know, good experience, good lessons to be learned here.
Oh, that was a swamp title deed over here. I didn't even remember that.
We are getting Toilet Hand now, finally. Perhaps some other paper was in a foolish location, but... a piece of heart in the toilet. Nasher coming up on left side well. And the absolute worst case here is the hot spring water needed for Twin Islands.
This is true. Well for hot spring water logic is still in play. So that's why it could be 2 stars.
Yeah, Bucky reminding us the letter to Mama is in Lens Cave. Huh. She's got bombs.
Matter of fact, I don't know. I think Nasho's gonna consider that.
Nasha making the well hot spring water play. 2 scoops. Mercifully, the Mountain Village Foolish takes Smithy off the table. So we've just
No,
got to worry about
Pojo.
hot spring water. And then Elder Goron which you can grab here. It's probably a little slower than fire arrows, but it is day 3. He's right here.
I don't know why we're doing Shrine for Pojo. It's dense, but it's really long with the remaining time that you have left.
5 checks. Pocho afraid of committing to well and well hot spring water. Yeah, Nasho hasn't actually talked to Baby Goron yet. Needs to learn about the familial relationship, I guess, before the song is given. Twin Islands hot spring is open.
Okay, I think they're
Nasho
known now.
leaving us in suspense, Nasho.
Yep.
Nasho had the conversation. Back in the Chaotical Majora preset, it was advised that you play the lullaby while you were standing right next to Baby Goron, because I guess there was a bug that could prevent grabbing Elder Goron that cycle if you didn't do it quite that way.
Yeah.
Not an issue in Season 6 because Baby Goron's song check is off.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
Nasho just wants to do some cleanup.
Yeah, first trip to Goron Village for Nasho. He's now going to have to soar back to Mountain Village and then roll over to Twin Islands to check that grotto.
Yep.
I believe all our runners on Restream sitting at 3 remains right now, digging through the seed, hoping to find those fire arrows.
All right, so I'm back. Hi.
Welcome back.
I did see, like, passively while we were away that there was a cafe mask, as well as, like, as if there isn't enough bait in Snowhead Temple.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So
Cafe
Nasho's...
Snowhead. Yeah, Pocho actually followed up on it, checking Madame Roma Bar,
too.
found some bombs. Yeah. Pocho not going back for... Oh, no, actually not going back. This is just Shrine Wart.
Yeah, Shrine
Pocho
makes
skip-
a lot of sense here.
Yeah, Pocho skipped GBT Wart. Gonna get away with it. Oh, did somebody turn in Swamp Tidal Deed, Shan?
It was
it-
Mirror,
oh,
yeah.
Really? So we're looking at, like, we're actually looking at required lensless, perhaps. That mirror might actually point to well for people. Might just push people.
Yeah, did Nasho actually... Yeah, didn't actually get the song, so it has to go back to Twin Islands to that hot spring to get water again. At least the hot spring is open now, and it'll give Nasho a chance to get the chest. That chest, if we're following the logic correctly, one of our candidates for the fire arrows.
Yep.
Wart has been quite persistent for Pojo.
Yep.
It's a much tougher fight when you've only got a razor.
Whoops. Pojo can't take many more hits.
Hot spring water chest not having fires, but Nasha
And
will be able to scoop hot spring water to get that Elder Goron. Not quite the direction to be going, but oh, Nasha doesn't want to turn in that swamp tidal dude. If we are reading the logic correctly on Restream, we are looking at right side well.
yep.
Oh, we do have
Why is that another big
a-
gilded, and why is it double defense?
Like literally, Pojo has like you have nothing left. It appears Pojo thinks he has something left.
Right, Pojo now down to about 2:30 in Termina time.
Okay, I think they're considering well. Why are we withdrawing?
Drawing. He wants a little more for beans. Presumably?
You don't need beans, buddy.
Okay, yeah, he remembers that. He just wants it potion. Bucky concerned about Madame Aroma and Bar.
Also, Bucky's putting on circus
crying
leader's
his-
mask, crying.
And crying his way to this check.
We can't ban Shan. We can't.
Yes, this was an MMR moderator generated seed. I'm not sure if it gets more official than that.
I think it's just literally this. Why aren't it? Yeah, like you. Oh, man.
We have crossed 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
No finishers in our 7-runner room.
they aren't going well because suspense and content. I'm sure that's what it is. It's like they know it's
Finally,
well, but they're just
Pojo.
not going to do it.
Finally, Pojo entering well. I'm not sure what Pojo even had left. Archeries, perhaps? All our runners managed to avoid archeries today, with the bow being where it was.
Yeah.
Joe crossing 3 o'clock, 6 minutes 45 seconds of real time. That's enough.
Hi, Liz. Thanks for the pets. All right, here we go. Right side.
Having it be right side over Mirror Shield chest would be a small measure of mercy here.
So we've established it's not behind any of the hot spring checks now at this point, yeah?
Indeed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mountain Village Foolish saves us from considering Smithy.
Oh no. We have to get another stick. Good thing they're right here.
Pojo actually low on health. It's double defense health, so it's about a heart and a half.
Yeah, we just need a stun here. Good. Yeah, there you go. Now, don't break that one. Do not break this stick. We should be good. If it's mirror chest, that's yikes, but I think we're good.
It's just extra legwork if it's mirror chest. A fair bit of extra legwork because you got to take out the big Poe, but good
Is it
day.
over?
No,
It is
Healing
not
to
over.
this
Armani.
is not over.
Nope,
This
can't be
is not
foolish. Never
over.
mind.
Is it Shiro? Shiro the hero?
Shiro now enters play. Shiro is in play.
Remember
At
when
this
I said
point,
that lens was? Remember when I said we could get away lensless? Yeah, ignore whatever the heck I just said.
Dude,
Lens Lens got adjusted out of some, out of some
Lens.
logic due to season 6, but not from Shiro. It's still hard required for Shiro.
Oh my god,
And
man.
I think is Poacher just deciding he would rather do Shiro?
I think I can understand that.
Apparently.
Or Poacher still hasn't picked up blue, has he? Meanwhile, Dat gonna try Swamp Archery. Pojo has effectively half a heart with that double defense.
Yep.
Good Swamp Archery time from Dat.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Oh man. If it is Mirror Shield chest, I think Pojo has just enough time, but it'll be close.
Yeah, Pojo using the blue on Shiro. If that fails, Pojo can store back the bank at another 100. Try left side well, or maybe go for Mirror Shield chest.
And it wouldn't be faster to use Sniffa in this case, I don't think.
No.
Because right now, in-game time is the problem.
Yeah, Pojo down to around 4 minutes 30 seconds of action
Hey,
time.
Shiro the hero. No, it's Mirror Shield chest.
Oh, bait lands at the very last moment.
Pojo, you have met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
We all have. 2 hours,
No,
25 minutes.
not oh man. I think they would have had enough time.
It would have been tough because you still have to get up Snowhead, gotta get up to Spiral, gotta take out that Wizrobe for the boss
That's true.
to be possible, perhaps, but maybe by the time you deal with Big Poe, you might as well just do your doubles right now. Oh, also he's still afraid of Couples Mask. That's still on the table.
It's just it's well.
Of course, how much are you afraid of Sound Check here? Sound Check also still on the table. Pojo and Dat visited night 3 where they could do that, but yeah.
Do you really want to wait until the middle of night 1 to do sound check at this stage?
I don't think anybody wants to do that.
I don't think anybody wants to do Mirror Shield chess. I don't think anybody. There's such an aversion to it.
Maybe the play is to just set at midnight meeting, do right side well, and by the time you get back from right side well, and maybe left side well as well, because I don't think Poacher's done that. Then you're at midnight. You can do midnight meeting. You can do your sound check. Oh, so that's the seed they complained about, Ex-Philadelphia. It had Mirror Shield chest required. Because I read all the complaints. I did not run that seed.
Oh my god, if Fire's their own midnight meeting, I will cry.
I feel like it's still probably Mirror Shield Chest, but I mean, Midnight Meeting would be equally funny, especially since Cafe was where? Like, it was in Snowhead Temple, so it would have been a forced double dip of the dungeon.
Darmani healing also hard locked by the lens. That's also possible.
Yeah, it's foolish, though. So
Right.
yeah,
Yes.
because
You're right.
Darmani's Mountain
Mountain
Village. So again,
Mountain Village surface from that.
as hilarious as that would be, just not the case today.
You're right. Yeah. Poacher remembered that. I didn't remember that. Too busy looking at the race room here. We've also got Earl Weird, Ace Slayer 111, Neuro running this. No DNFs yet. They're all sticking it out, but no finishers yet either.
That's gonna get this lens and.
So
Pojo, there ain't no way you're doing this, bro. Oh!
We have a finisher. Earl Weird finishing first place. 2 hours, 28 minutes, 19 seconds. Congratulations. What a showing. GG.
That is a really good time. I feel like they're a fairly new runner as well. I don't really think I've heard their name.
Well, the one big time save here, if you realize that Gibdo is 2-star and you play accordingly, you could save some full clears of dungeons here.
Oh, he was in season 1. Oh, I see.
Well, that's a big confidence boosting result for somebody coming back to competitive MMR. Yeah, indeed, Chloe. That Gibdo, most likely extremely helpful here. Unless there's some really weird logic reduction crap, but I don't see how that can happen. It was definitely strong enough to pursue well.
I think really what happened here is just people just didn't want to check well. That might be one of them, and there might have been confusion.
There's also the confirmation that Oath is on Guan Elder.
Yeah.
Tattle, stop photobombing our shot.
Shannon will actually be both Milk and Big Poe. Since we're bringing the fire via stick, we've got to get rid of both the Gibdos.
This is not Twilight Princess. Bombs do not work underwater, Dad.
Ah, good old
Not with that
Ludo
attitude, Captain.
Poacher remembered it. Shame it's not anything.
Majora. Do we have Majora on this channel? I don't think we...
Who?
Okay, I gotta find the 7 TV on them.
Poacher making use of a red potion purchase from Zora Hall. Don't see that every day. Poacher never did do Mystery Woods, did he? Oh, I thought he did.
Alright, I'm posting it in chat if anybody wants to take a look at it. The number 1 boss, Medora.
that securing oath.
Yeah.
I see.
Why are we doing day? Oh man, at this point, if you're doing this at like 2:32, you just gotta commit to the skip.
Although I'm pretty sure, like the song, Pojo thinks it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Glad somebody got the joke.
Yeah, I grew up on Sonic myself. None of our runners have given up the fight yet, though. The remaining 6 in the race room pressing on. Nasho getting back to the well.
This is toilet drum that.
A very wise reminder from Chloe in chat. Elder Goron goes away in springtime.
Yep.
It's a new song check. Not everybody's going to be used to that yet. It's a pitfall we want to watch out for.
Lol, Bo % on Midnight Meeting.
GG's, Earl.
It-
Congratulations.
Well done, Earl. Well done.
No spoilers, please, just for the sake of we still haven't found fire, even though we're like 99.9% sure where it wound up.
Yeah.
The significance of Gibdo being 2-star might have been lost on these runners.
Yeah. I'll be honest, it confused me at first. Still does.
Importance count is a big adjustment. One of the defining adjustments of this season. And I think it's going to be one of the major determinants of how the season plays out and how the bracket plays out.
Yeah. Earl would ask where...
Importance count and logic, it helps a lot.
Yeah. Earl asks where Garo was. It was in Great Bay Temple, so it was not locked by the Gibdo mask. Therefore, both masks were effectively one... Well, therefore, Gibdo was definitely 2-star, but it wasn't for Icona access.
Ojo is having a not good time here shooting.
Well, I gotta be honest, that was a good recovery, though.
Yeah, good recovery. Oh, rip.
Yeah. I should also bring the blue to Shiro on final hours.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious where the other magic was, actually.
Yeah, we still haven't seen it ourselves. This was, a really painful mid-game bottleneck. A double bottleneck, really, because Bow and Magic, via Picto, needed some effort to find.
Yeah, chat brings up a good point. With all the kerfuffle with magic, where was extended magic?
I think springtime is a good guess.
Yeah, very likely. It could be Goat. It'd be even funnier, as chat points out.
Nasho, cycling.
Yeah. I think that probably figured it out finally. Maybe. I don't know.
Magic totally could have been on stage lights. Could be on keg trial.
Oh, those are all good.
Could be on the frozen eye check in ISTT.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting that one. Fear of Midnight Meeting is what pushed the cycle here from Nasho.
You need fires for stage lights, Joy.
I was about to say, a stage lights you cannot do without fire. We're talking about stage lights for extended magic. We're not talking about it for fire.
We're approaching 240. We're all getting a little fuzzy here.
Did it with the lens and arrows? How do you do it with the lens and arrows? Unless you do... And what? Never mind.
Well, Link took out a match and struck it and used it to light the torches.
Okay. Confusion. Everybody's just done.
And
With
Madame
this-
Aroma 2. And Madame Aroma 2 was another bomb bag.
Link
We
pulled
are
out a
finding-
Pokeball.
We are finding literally everything else. Except All Knight's Mask, strangely enough.
Yeah, that's still pending.
Imagine if Mirror Shield Chest is just All Knight's Mask and this chain isn't even done.
Hojo, there's no way you're cycling right now, bro. What are you...
Oh, he's
Maybe
angry.
Maybe he needs a few seconds to change the emote to the table flip emote.
Come on, we need it. We need the... Apparently there's a new Yoshi.
Oh, I'm sure Pojo will display it proudly later down the road once the seed is finally solved.
There's no way you check Kamaru Mask here. There's
Well,
no
maybe
way
they'll
you
let
do
him
it, right?
take a break. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, there's no logical reason to do it. But if you just want to not have to
Is
put
it
in
midnight
inputs
meeting?
for a minute-
I think it's midnight meeting.
No, we've seen Midnight Meeting.
No, I think Pojo's setting up midnight meeting is what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Do we only need like 4 more masks to have a complete mask screen?
We need All Knights, Postman's Hat. Dongaro we're not getting because it's on Hugo.
Bunny Hood.
Bunny Hood was found.
All right.
Yeah, I think Bunny Hood was Swamp Archery.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to talk with food in my mouth here.
Yeah, somebody did Town Archery. Getting a shrine visit from that now. I'm pretty sure the North Clocktown Importance Count eliminates Postman's Hat as a possibility since we found 3 items there. But we actually haven't found the Postman's Hat itself yet. Mirror was on the Swamp Title Deed turn-in, and the Swamp Title Deed was on the Path to Snowhead Pillar.
Weed.
Alright, it's yeah, our second ocean spider house chest check of the speed from Pojo here.
Nobody wants
This
to
is
pull
just
the
like-
trigger on.
It's literally just like... I don't want to do Mirror Shield Chest.
Nobody wants to pull the trigger on Mirror Shield Chest.
If I had to guess, I think one runner did.
Oh,
But we're done.
I mean, I meant on screen, but
We don't
here's
know.
The point
We don't
still
know.
stands.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine any place else where it would be at this stage.
Oh, it wasn't red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. That's such a troll.
You know, if I didn't calm this, I would have played it. And I'm not sure how I feel about that right now.
I think you made a good call.
Yeah, between the Seahorse's bottleneck and required potentially Mirror Shield chest is our conjecture right now. Yeah, I'd say I made a good call.
And we
All
didn't
right.
need we didn't need to check eggs today. Like we didn't even need to do them.
Yeah, that's the funny part.
Yeah, there was no need.
Because healing didn't lead to anything.
Pojo's
Chat.
literally doing war before Mirror Shield.
Indeed, we're getting a wart play from Pojo. But yes, chat, this has been, quite the trial by fire. I mean that in the most literal sense. My first comm for ZSR.
What flaming hot puns we have here.
Alright, is this a well play from Bucky? No, maybe that wasn't well. Maybe that was something else.
Bucky was
Flaming
in well
hot
for a split
Cheeto.
second. Bucky wasn't well. Must be grabbing a fairy? No, wait, no, fairies don't help here. Oh, stick. Out of sticks.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now does Bucky have milk and blue potion?
I know Bucky's got the water. I think this is the blue... Is this the blue potion coming up? Nope.
Alright, I will have to be right back.
Alright, the stick is lit. Oh wait, this is for the spider web.
I actually cannot believe Pojo is doing this.
You were perfectly okay to be a ward skipper today. Believe it or not. I mean, we have literally checked everything else at this point. I swear, if there is something else behind this, that is not the answer. Like, it's another link in the chain.
I think the only link left is A&M.
A&M, yeah. That's pretty much all it can be, but or it could be Mountain Title Deed.
I guess Moon's Tear is still out there.
That too.
Bucky more interested in the hot spring water, which is unfortunate given what we know. Yeah, land title deed's still up for grabs. Room key too. I don't think we've seen room key. Ocean title deed, which we know is dead.
Hojo, for the love of God. You got nothing left.
Hang in there, brother. It's almost over.
What do they have? You got nothing. Oh, man. I'm too old for this.
Everybody is going to full clear their games at this rate.
At this point, we might not see a first finish before 3 hours on Restream. Everybody's cycled recently, and there's still enough setup to be done for that mirror shield chest,
Yeah.
which we're thinking that has to be involved. Ever since we got that we confirmed the 2-star Gibdo. Well, I guess we always knew it was a 2-star Gibdo, but we confirmed it wasn't for Icona access.
They're not trapped here with us. We're trapped here with the... I don't think Shan is suffering at all. I'm pretty sure Shan is just KEKWing all the way home.
Whereas there's also a meta angle here where Earl Weird's finish with a sub 230 might be scaring our runners off from Mirror Shield chest. They're thinking, wow, if it really was Mirror Shield chest, how would anybody finish like that?
Shan's KEKWing while drinking from a KEGW. At least we're getting some sound check. Some custom
More
audio
hand-holding.
sound check. Whoops. Songs are hard.
Songs are hard. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we don't get to practice soundcheck songs all that much. We hope not to practice soundcheck songs all that much.
Despite making the wrong decisions, this is pretty good routing.
– 170 minutes now. 171, technically.
Ojo, surely you know what to do now, right? No, I'm not even gonna say that. It looks like Dad's getting some milk. Okay, Dad has figured it out. What's a miss here? Yes.
Everybody's missing fires. That's what's a miss here. Scarecrow song. I guess Pojo hasn't done that Swarm Spider House yet.
Are we checking aliens on Nastro's side? There's no way, right?
I
think we're doing the cows, but they're dead.
The Romani Ranch IC hint is key to this whole thing, but not in this way. The wrong thing to do with the right evidence.
It's nice to see my emote.
Oh,
There's the other Froge.
That's not a good frog
On
habitat at all.
in the ranch cows?
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, the barn isn't too bad for a frog, maybe with a little trail of water, but if the cow's giving you the frog, I'd be a little worried for the frog's welfare. That inventory screen with the mask's almost full.
Alright, I think that's getting ready to pull the trigger here.
That's milk in hand. It's a
Right,
very
they have
weighty
it up and
trigger.
up.
Yeah, gonna take a few minutes to pull it, what with the big Poe and all.
Time of day's kind of crap for Dad as well. Oh my god. Pojo hasn't turned in Swamp Title Deed either.
I could have sworn I saw him do it at some point. Oh, never mind.
Well,
apparently.
there's no mirror. There's no mirror.
Still has it in hand on his C buttons, wants the double.
They're like, surely this is it. It isn't it, Pojo. It isn't.
It is not, in fact, it.
Poacher's setting up time of day, which is wise to do if you have a Mirror Shield chest on the mind. Of course, watch Mirror Shield chest have A&M, and then it's all for
Oh
naught.
my god.
All Night
No.
Mask or Moon's Tier.
Can we really
Did-
put it past the seed? You know, 2 hours, 55 minutes, one finisher.
Interesting.
That's what we're at right now.
Nasha used Blast Mask there to stabilize himself on the way out of Stone Tower Temple.
Pretty cool.
Nash was a big fan of Blast Mask tech. Mirror for Pojo. We know it can't lead to anything.
Remember how I was saying how Pojo was being really gutsy, having only 3 hearts earlier, and now he's packing 9 with double defense? That's even got
Nasho
10.
has also figured it out as well.
And instead, we just got hints for Great Fairies and Day One Ocean Spider House and Dampe in a Foolish Graveyard and... Yeah.
Yeah.
Bucky's got the milk in hand.
A well
Pojo-
hint would have been nice.
Yeah, this is a well prep route for Pojo. Look at those bugs. Heading up north to Termina Field for the milk. Pojo has the advantage of having the doubles done.
Yeah, now Bucky's figured it out.
I think
And
everybody's
now
figured
Pojo's
out.
figured it out. Yeah, they're like, I mean, they figured it out because it's like, it's the last thing I have to do.
Literally on the principle of last location, except Pojo's going to check cows. Wait, these cows aren't randomized. Oh, wait, no. This
No,
is
he's getting milk. He's getting milk.
Well, but yeah, that makes sense because the cows aren't randomized. I didn't even think of that.
All right, here we go. Is this just going to be fires, or is it going to be something else?
It's big, it's gilded.
Yep.
The trial by fire is
Let's
over.
go.
That lost is and go.
And the
That-
rage punches. I could be wrong, but I think Dad's frustrated.
What made you think that?
I don't know, with the slightest clue that could have been that might be the case.
Well, I mean, Dad is in good company here. Only one finisher as we approach the 3-hour mark.
See, I have to assume Earl just pulled the trigger on that earlier.
Yeah.
Excuse me a moment.
No good.
Well, to be fair, if you know that Gibdo is 2-star, then there's a little more encouragement to go for the blind well play. I mean, we can't argue with Earl's results here. Well was the place to be. Yeah, Pocha does have the time of day advantage, but has plenty more to actually do. Also okay, that is not inverted, I don't think.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a waiting outside the tower.
Why is Pojo soaring out?
I don't know anymore, man. I just work here.
Yeah. Chat says he did check left side first. Which I can't really
Oh.
blame him.
This is probably just faster.
That's just got a go mode Snowhead Temple here. Can afford to make little small mistakes because of the time of day wait required. Happy 3 hours, everybody, by the way.
I refuse to accept the third hour.
Happy 3 hours. We finally solved the seed after a 2-hour fire arrow casino.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you've stuck it
Yep.
out this long alongside our runners, thank you all for watching. Thank you all to our trackers Chloe, Gigi, Shan, fellow comms, Captain and Sky. What an induction into ZSR commentating this has been for me. And thank you, of course, to our restream runners, Pojo Lone Wolf, Dat Losset, Bucky34, Nasho 3D, and the other folks in the room who ran this, including Earl Weird, who might be here in chat with us. Gigi to
Yeah.
Earl.
Yeah, if you folks are just coming in, here's the story. We were in a fire hour casino we were looking for fire hours, not necessarily in a casino, for about 2 hours after we started out with magic on seahorses and a first bow and woodfall temple behind a late sonata that was behind Captain's Hat that was on Evan. And the entire problem with Captain's Hat, which we realized pretty soon after GBT was the problem, is Ranch was hinted having one required item, which means it has to be 2 stars. We got Gibdo. Garo was found in Great Bay Temple, but it was not Gibdo locked, which means Icona access is not the reason why Gibdo is 2 stars. So that essentially confirmed with us that Gibdo is important for something else, and that loosely translated to Mirror Shield Chest. And yeah, like, we blew all of our, priority locations in the first 5 minutes. 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, I mean, the seed came out swinging early with required magic on seahorses. Picto in Pirate's Fortress, you have to go into Pirate's Fortress without any guarantee of finding Picto. And a first bow in Woodfall Temple, so you've got to dip Woodfall Temple without any guarantee of finding a bow there. A tough seed, really, start to finish.
Welcome to Season 6. Buckle up, folks.
Does anybody else see Nasho's crying anime?
Oh yeah. You folks at home unfortunately can't see this, but yeah, Nasho is also well aware something has gone horribly wrong.
There's bios for Bucky. Yep, they're not happy either.
I don't think anybody is happy besides Earl. Oh, what
Are we gonna see the?
What a spirit train wreck.
Yeah. I thought Bucky was contemplating just DNFing.
Clean goat for that.
Watch All Night Mass be just chilling right here on Goat. Aw, just a red rupee. Well, that's where all the red rupees wound up. We were finding so many silvers and golds earlier.
Yeah, it's funny. Dad's early visit to Woodfall Temple ended up being equalized later on. Everybody found themselves in the Fire Casino, and in the end, Dad the first to solve it.
Well, I think it was much less solve it, rather just pull the trigger on the one spot where logic eventually dictated it could be. I mean, again, to be fair, we only just figured it out after GBT, but I guess... I mean, this is going to be a fun interview, explaining this to everybody, and I am
Dude, I
happy
wouldn't
to do
even.
it.
I wouldn't even blame runners. They're like, no interview. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, that's got about a minute or so, a little more longer than a minute to light. He's looking to be the restream winner with FD and 20 effective hearts. Majora should not put up too much resistance.
Whoops! Down goes Bucky.
Mojo
All right,
gets the news.
Are we gonna see the bread, Yoshi? Wait. Pausers?
Yep, table flip.
Yes. Ace Lair and Neuro in the race room. Still going.
Yep.
Pojo's time of day, thankfully, is much better aligned than Bucky's. So Pojo's actually, depending on execution, might get a leg up over Bucky on just waiting for Majora alone here.
Not if that happens.
No, not really. Pojo's been in rage mode for the last 2 hours and 45 minutes, and only just now has finally flipped the table.
Yes, Pojo's stream now has a red-faced Yoshi, with a table in hand. Table isn't flipped, but is in the process of being flipped. I guess that's the description of the picture I'm seeing here.
Pretty much.
Much like Sabine In Final Fantasy VI, suplexes trains. Pojo wants to suplex Chan.
Oh my.
I'm trying to think if there's any possible way that the Garo was locked by Gibdo, but I can't think of it. You know, all
No,
the
there's-
enemies
No, it
there's-
wasn't.
were hiding in Gibdo.
Yeah, no, I think the logic was expecting Gibdo to be 2 stars specifically for fire.
Indeed. I wouldn't be surprised if Chemical Plant Zone is in Pojo's playlist somewhere. Has a fair bit of Sonic on the custom music list.
Indeed.
That's Nasho. That's awesome. We're looking at a frog until midnight.
I mean, we gotta burn daylight somehow.
Honestly, I would transform into Link and get on one of the lily pads and become frog.
Well, the frog is cheerfully jumping obliviously. Here's a raft for that.
And on that side, it's playing One Winged Angel. How appropriate. Oh no!
Oh,
That
Pojo.
was Pojo.
You might have to... Maybe? No, I
there's
think you still got enough
here.
time.
Yeah. If
You'll
you
be
have a
able to
solid
manage.
goat, you're good.
You just can't keep doing that.
GG's
GG's
that
to
locked
death.
it.
309 on the
Second
dot.
place. 309.
And that is going to be good for second overall, first on Restream.
Yep. GG's.
Yeah, last week on the weekly restream, we had a lightning quick Season 6 seed. Not so today. Not so at all.
I think that's Seedbot saying this is payback.
Yeah. And Nasher will be crying all the way to the moon.
Understandable.
Dad will be joining. Good. Okay. GG's, Dad.
Clean arrow goat from Bucky there.
I wasn't paying attention to Bucky's time of day, but I think Pojo might actually get to Majora a little bit ahead here if this is a really good goat. Because Bucky is definitely ahead on the in-game time front. No, actually, not nearly as much as I thought.
Ace Slayer's just finished. 311.09. Third
GG's to
place.
Ace Slayer.
Well done, Ace. An hour left for Pojo on the tournament clock. Not going to be an issue. Goat goes down.
Yeah, the bot just caught up there with Ace Slayer's finish with a 3:11.09. So yeah, it looks like everybody connected the... Well, no, I think everybody didn't connect the dots. Everybody last locationed and got to Mirror Shield Chest at the same time.
Yeah,
I
the
think we
dots
can
weren't
safe-
connected.
I think that's what we can
Aw.
assume happened here.
Everybody pulling out the crying in their own way. Bucky's got the mask. Bucky's got midnight. Bucky's ready to close the book on this one. I think we all are.
Might be a pretty interesting finish here between Bucky and Pojo.
Yeah,
Looking like
Bucky
seconds
over
apart.
312.
All right, and there is Nasho's finish. This should be for 4th with a race time GG time of 3:12:06. Less than a minute behind Ace Slayer.
GG Nasho. Meanwhile, Poacher playing the Oath about 25 seconds behind Bucky. That's our gap. Yes, Nasho will not be joining for an interview. I don't think so.
Nasher usually doesn't. Their English isn't very.
Yes, Shag confirming that yes, in the race room they're commiserating. Everyone is commiserating right now. Yeah, very tough seed. The 2-star Gipto logic, probably vulnerable to getting lost in all the mid-game action. Well, if that required magic on seahorses and the 2 dips needed there. Tough seed, a good learning experience as we're only a week away from quals. We do get to finish the restream with a tightly contested Majora fight. Season 6 seeds have had high variance so far, and this is certainly on the longer, more difficult end.
Yes, GG's. It's over.
Tight gap, Bucky getting knocked down. Not a real hindrance. Bucky low on magic though. Huh.
Not
Very
anymore.
convenient bottle positioning. That'll be time.
GG's.
GG, 3:14:40 for Bucky.
Yep, that's gonna be 5th on restream, and Pojo right behind.
And yeah, right behind. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be 2nd.
GG Pojo. Proud to point out we have no DNFs race room. Nor the last one running. There's a chance that everybody finishes this one.
So, after Earl finishes with a 2:28, Dad had a 3:09, so almost 41 minutes later, and then the 5 finishes with Dad included are only 6 minutes apart.
All good, Dad.
All right. We might need to warn the audience that Pojo has just said before joining, "Hold please, something must be done."
I think I think Pojo might be buying a ticket to the UK to pay Shan a visit.
All right, looks like we will be getting an interview with Bucky.
There's a new bread emote.
The bread emotes. The angry bread emote.
They just so happen to be screaming, "Shan!" And
I love this community so much. I love it so. Oh man.
All right, bot, anytime now. Come on, any day. Yeah, the race time desync is kind of bad sometimes, but yeah, finally it pops up on screen. Neuro has finally finished with a 3:16:39. Everybody has finished today.
7 runners, 7 survivors. I think that's the word of the day. Survivor.
GG's. And we're joined by our runners. Holy crap, my friends. GG's.
GG's all of you.
GG's. I'm just gonna.
GG's.
I think that is one of the most obnoxious and just terrible seeds I have ever played, just in general.
Yeah.
So we actually, for us, it kind of clicked in GBT. So let me explain what happened here. So because of the new priority hint logic, if a single item is hinted in a location, that item must be 2 stars. Or like if a location is hinted only for one good item, it must be 2 stars. Which in Ranch's case was Gibdo.
Oh no, that Gyro mask, darn it, I
When
forgot
we
all about it.
saw Gyro in
Okay.
GBT,
No, hold on a
that-
minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Listen. Hold on a minute. I'm pretty sure that Gyro's mask is not in Logic because it was in the back of GBT, which I'm pretty sure the rune it was in. Does Logic require fire arrows?
No, it
No,
doesn't.
it's in the pot.
I remember
No, just
the fires.
ice.
Mm-mm.
The only thing that requires fires is the sea salt room.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, logic takes into
So-
account that you have to freeze the water in the water wheel room. In fact, you may not. Maybe you do have to freeze the water for the upper chest there, but you never have to thaw the water, so fire's not logically required there.
So what happened there is because Gibdo was not 2 stars for Icona access, it had to be 2 stars for something else, which we started guessing at around that point that it had to be well. And then unfortunately just nobody pulled the trigger on Mirror Shield chest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lens was so badly placed. It was so bad.
That was a mean lens.
Of course it was. It didn't help that like if you simply, it doesn't help that the other game of the sea was incredibly promising despite the weird logic with the water and everything, and then it just turned into a crapshoot all because of fires. Like if I put it in
Yeah.
perspective, if you just yellow whale at the end of the day, you just automatically win, and that's what first place did. I assume they probably just did well as soon as they could. And
Yeah, they
the
probably
only
realized that logic.
time I could have done well early was I went to Snowhead Temple and I found a bunch of bait, and that was the only time I could have route in the Mirror Shield chest, and I didn't.
Yeah, you all
Yeah.
had a couple really nasty mid-game bottlenecks to contend with that required Picto for hinted magic on seahorses, which ended up being in PF. And then the first bow in Woodfall Temple, and I don't think we ever found a second bow. So you have to dip Woodfall Temple.
I found
think
two more
I
bows.
found all
The-
three
Found all
bows.
3, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they were all bow locked because the second bow was in
Stone Tower Temple.
Stone Tower Temple. The third one was on Midnight Meeting, and Cafe was in Snowhead Temple. I think.
Yeah, it
I
was.
I think
think-
so.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
midnight mean. Caffey's
say,
mask was the bait.
When I
Yeah.
got my fire arrows, I literally had sound check and Shiro left. That was it.
I had nothing left. I
Nothing
100%
left.
my game. I full cleared.
Yeah. Same here.
Like, the only mishaps I had was I misremembered 1 or 2 ferry locations in Stone Tower, and I had to go back. Thank God they were nothing, because I would have definitely forfeited, like, straight up, if that happened.
Funny in my case is that I ran a seed earlier this week with the other section and a few other people, and that exact same thing happened where Gibdo was a 1 IC count location, and then I found Garo elsewhere, and then it was on that very same check too. So I have no excuse.
No, Pojo, I don't understand, man. You skipped Wharton, you went back before? Well, my guy.
Yep, I indeed go back because I was running out of places to go, and I didn't want to move forward well. And
No, I was just looking at the time. And I'm like, Pojo, just skip those checks. Don't go back. Just commit, dude.
Speaking of time,
Oh.
yeah, I came close to Moon Crash on my first cycle. That's actually the longest cycle I've done so far in Season 6. I have never dragged it out that long.
Yeah, dumb item logic aside, let's talk about it. So yeah, Pojo, you actually went through first cycle very quickly, which actually ended up getting you Gibdo a lot earlier. Whereas everybody
Yeah.
else really extended their first cycle for quite a while.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, like, if I'm not mistaken, like, where was Great Fairy Mask again? Because it was somewhere in Turnerfield, wasn't it?
South Grass Grotto, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the thing is, something that was not clicking in my head a moment was the North Clocktown important, which was obviously for the hook shot.
It was
knew
hook
it
and
was
bottle, and I guess FD.
It was for a ball because there was a Clocktown map. You couldn't get it at Connor Canyon instead. And I assume it had to be FD because there was nothing else there.
Yeah, because
I didn't realize FD was 1
Star,
star. even
1
with
star
the rank.
FD,
Mhm,
1 star
FD, yeah.
bottle for a while.
And we'll start the bottle.
Yeah.
And the hook shot was the required 2 stars. So yeah, that's the other thing that really didn't help is that all your importances hints were blown in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, literally. That was so fast. Like, you get Zor with what? It was Bank 2, right? And then that's West Clocktown done. And then I forgot and still did Camaro Dance because I was dumb. I cleared out North because I just wasn't sure about the FD. And then
That's
Ranch, you get that chest and you're like, oh, that's it.
A couple of you guys definitely went back for like Deku Playground and stuff like that, which not bad idea.
Although to be fair, the keg was the keg on Garo Master was pretty funny.
Yeah,
At least it
Was
wasn't
the keg on
me
Garo
out.
Master?
Dumb relation for that.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
actually,
the keg was useless. Like, you knew Ranch was done no matter what. Like, even if there was only for Connor Asses, I knew by that point it was probably just a Connor Asses anyways.
Oh, that reminds me. Nasho went and did the cows and found the final frog.
it was in
Let's
one
go.
of the it was in the ranch cows. Yeah.
One other thing that we are definitely glossing over with the fact of this pain of the seed was we had to do magicless seahorses.
Yeah.
Oh, we brought that
Yes.
up earlier too.
That
I didn't
was
find that bad at all.
disgusting. I hate that.
Because at least the nice thing with Magic of the Seahorse this time, if you route it correctly, you could do eggs on the first pass. There was an extra ball in the sewers, and I had 4 balls going into eggs, so it was not an issue for me really to route in.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
Pele was the other.
Bank
Okay.
3 was
Three
the other
was the other
magic.
magic.
Oh my gosh, I thought about
Yeah.
doing it just because I had so many rupees.
Yeah,
But
I thought about doing
that-
bank.
Oh.
That's the problem. Like,
Oh.
you were not doing bank 3 because the important hit for West Clocktown was obviously Sora Mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
There was
right.
no
Yeah.
reason to do it.
The only reason
It's
to do it
actually-
was to
it
stash
was-
away all the
don't-
rupees you're getting, but like at that
Oh my
point,
God.
you don't have to do
Because
Smithy, so
the
that's
thing
100
is,
down.
too, like, until I got that hand, I was actually very tempted to push bank 3 because you had an early wallet, and there was 200 rupees items everywhere.
There-
you had
there was
you had
rupees
2 easy
everywhere
Fire
early.
Reminders, you had easy Go Dust. It was so easy to push it, and I didn't do it. because
Chateau
it
was
always
also pretty.
satisfying.
Chateau was super free today because of the Taurus Center roof.
And the
Yeah.
one
That
on
and
Zora Cave
Tingle.
is pretty easy too.
Tingle and Taurus Heartbeast.
Ah, yes.
But-
But yeah, that
Hello.
was.
Hi.
Hello, Shan.
Hi, Shan.
Shan.
Shan!
Was
The
wondering
new
how long
bread
I should-
emote.
Full blown
Hello.
meme now. I love it.
Mhm. I was wondering how
so-
long I could stay mute for before I got yelled at. Anyway.
Oh, it wasn't going to be that long. Certainly not
No.
by my hands, but by somebody else's.
Hmm.
If anything,
Yeah.
I should congratulate you because this was a fantastic example of the chaos that could ensue in season 6.
Yeah.
I'll give it credit at least that it was close on restreaming in, at least. It was only a 5-minute difference between all of us.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
outside Earl, all of us were within 7 minutes. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone went to the well at the same time. Pretty much. Yeah. See, and I was saying this earlier, it's like the last 2 seasons of Majora's Mask have all been quite samey, but I don't really think season 6 is gonna have that same curse.
I agree.
I don't think so
just,
either.
The only thing I just hope
It's
for
gonna have a
is
whole new
not just
curse
choking
altogether.
like a moron on like last weekly I played. This one, honestly, I can forgive it. Like it was a false promise. See, like it was so tempting at the ending and everything. Whoops, fire is in the worst case location. GG. Nothing to do about that. Can't blame anyone.
Yeah. Well, one more week. And to everyone in the chat, next Saturday's weekly has been cancelled and has been replaced by Qualifier 1, where the season will officially be beginning.
Yay!
What's the status of the other weeklies that on Saturdays, aside from the one on the 23rd, which obviously won't happen since of the Qual one?
Not 100% sure. That is something that I will probably be bringing up with Revan. It hasn't really been discussed, but we shall see. I would assume that brackets while brackets are running, there won't be any weeklies. But again, this is something that I'll double check with Revan straight after this and see what he says. I'm not rolling qualifier 1. I was originally going to, but unfortunately I have a family commitment. But I'll be rolling qualifier 2, so yeah, that's a nice early EU one. But yeah, we'll see. Do you guys have any last comments or remarks or cries or anything you want to let out?
If I have a comment, I think my only instance is that I know some people have been talking to me about if I'm going to be entering Season 6 or not. I'll probably still play qualifiers, but I'm not 100% on entering the main tournament if I do make brackets. Let's just say, simply put, July's not been a good month for me, and I need some more time to decide if I'm going to decide to enter the main brackets if I make it.
Yeah, that's fair. Each to their own. At least it's nice to at least get a benchmark of where you land, even if you decide not to do the tournament
Yeah,
itself.
because that's what I did back in, I believe it was Season 5.
Yeah, you did do that in Season 5, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Hmm.
Otherwise, that's all I have to say. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be honest with you. Last thing I will also say. If those fire arrows were anywhere else, I probably would have forfeited. I'm just actually kind of glad they were in the worst spot. I actually...
See, the only other thing it could have been was that it was All Knight's mask leading to fire arrows. From your shield
Don't say
chest.
such things.
I say such things because then all of my seeds in the future have more things to be exotic, you know? We'll see.
Yeah, this was
Where
so
was All
exotic.
Knight's mask? I have rolled the spoiler, so feel free to go check where things were, and to be fair, there isn't many things left to find. So,
Why bother?
yeah.
It was basically a full clear seed, so it was probably just somewhere foolish. You would know where to
Can we-
get it.
Can we just talk about the one thing that we've all missed? The vanilla Dongero's mask?
I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely lots of comedy this seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing to add though, so
Ooh,
Shan.
I
Same.
I'm done
just
too.
I just remembered something. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Remember.
Yeah!
Oh, jeez.
Oh my.
For context, you guys not looking at the chat, we put a bet out for where fire arrows were, and I bet Mirror Shield
yeah.
Jest as a meme. Mm-hmm.
Good heavens, how long ago did we set that bet?
I don't remember.
Like an
about the-
hour and a half before we went into go mode.
I was saying,
Yeah.
I think I was on that hunt at like an hour 20, hour half.
Yeah,
I
it was
was
about
on the
that
hunt
time.
at like an hour 40. I was literally looking for fires for literally over 80 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know when it started for me, but I know I was looking for a very long time.
It was
Yeah.
a
Don't know when it
nearly-
started, but knew how it ended.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like nearly almost 2-hour fire arrow hunt. Poor Poja was like in seething Yoshi mode for like 2 hours and 45 minutes, and only 2 hours and 45 minutes later, then finally flipped the tape.
Angry Yoshi mode.
Yeah. I did that as a meme. Because we were talking about how, like, Gibdo was too... It was just after we found Gara the first time, I think. That's what it was.
Alright.
But yeah, I think I've said everything that needs to be said. In fact, I want to watch this back because I just really want to watch it back.
Yeah,
Glad
I have
you
nothing
like our
else to
pain.
add, and I actually need to head out now. I got friends who want to play with me in like 20 minutes over in Splatoon stuff, so I'm gonna be busy with that for the rest of the night. I'll see what happens
Fine.
next week. But yeah, I need to head out now, and honestly, I did have fun.
Yeah.
I'll
Awesome.
see you over time. You all take care now.
Throw the pain and
Yeah.
tears.
Bye,
Yeah,
Dad.
salute to the race room. The
Yeah,
whole
thank
race room
you.
survived this one. Congratulations, all of you. Thanks for joining us, Dad.
So just as kind of a quick roundup, so we've got a lot going on in ZeldaSpeedRuns this weekend. We're going to raid into ZeldaSpeedRuns 2, where they're doing Ocarina of Time, I believe. Nope, they're doing Wind Waker. I was close. And I'll let you guys watch that. You could probably go watch a seed that won't take 3 hours. And we have a weekly running tomorrow, but there probably won't be a restream for it. If there is, then, we'll obviously let you know. But if not, the next restream will be Qualifier 1. How exciting. In a week. But that's it from ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today from Majora's Mask Randomizer, it was the standard weekly race. I'm Shannon Bread, I was your restreamer, seed roller, and one of your trackers for today. In the commentary booth we had Fifth Whammy, Captain, and Sky Goro. Thank you guys for joining. And Fifth, I hope you had a fun first commentary.
I think it'd be tough to outdo this one, Shan.
Challenge accepted. And
Why'd you say that?
I love tempting fate.
I'm hoping that the other section could possibly post the meme that he's been creating, because he sent it to me and I almost cried. It was quite funny.
I love it.
And yeah, and of course, we had lovely trackers today joining me. It was Gigi and Chloe. Thank you guys. But yeah, that's it from us. You guys can go enjoy ZSR 2, where they're going to be swimming a lot, doing some waking of winds. Yeah, insert dad jokes here. And riding on boats. But that's it from us. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.